What's going on, family? Before we get into this week's episode, I'd like to shout out where you can find us at. First and foremost, SoundCloud, where we all started at. Subscribe to us on SoundCloud, leave us a review, tell us what you think of the show. Next is iTunes. Subscribe to us on iTunes, the Podcast Brothers. Just search for that, leave us a review, give us a rating. If you want to contact us directly, you can hit us up on our Gmail, mybroandme@gmail.com. The Twitter account is Podcast Brothers. Now, on to this week's show.
We're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Yo, this your boy Flaw 700.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Fresco.
And we are the Podcast Brothers. Episode 15.
15?
Yes, we keep count. I know
15.
I heard a few podcasters say they don't keep count. Well, we do.
Why not? Shit.
I don't know. I like it. I like keeping count. I like knowing where we're at. It's a celebration every week.
15 weeks straight, y'all been riding with us. That's what's up. Appreciate it, man.
Straight like that. Close to that 20. I can't wait to hit 20. So, Fresco.
What's up?
How was your week this week, man?
Hey, yo, you know, actually, I didn't do shit yesterday, and I loved it. Like, I think I left the house twice. I was binge watching Narcos. It was the shit. Actually, you know, I'm on your Netflix account, so I actually think I stopped. Like, I seen your endpoint, and I just like, fuck that. I just started it from the beginning. I got the episode 7, and then I got tired of sitting on the couch, so I started doing other shit. But if you ain't seen it yet, season 2 Narcos, man, that shit good as hell. If you can get past the subtitles, it's a good show.
Yo, ever since I've been watching Narcos, I just been saying puta randomly, like the people that get mad.
I be trying to use it to cut the corners on my Spanish so I can learn my Spanish better.
You got to mumble the conversation because you don't know how to speak Spanish, so you go some puta. That's how they sound on Narcos. You need to puta.
That's how Pablo be coming.
No,
Pablo's a ruthless nigga.
Yeah, Pablo was.
Yo, check out Narcos, dog. I'm telling you, you're gonna like the show. That nigga was a gangster to the core, boy. I mean, for real. Bread everywhere. What was your weekend like?
My weekend was kind of sad.
Sad? Why?
Because of what happened with the Teacher Bay thing, man. Be honest with you.
Who?
Teacher Bay.
Who the hell is that?
The teacher that took those Instagram pictures.
Oh, shorty with the tight dress?
Yeah.
What happened? She got fired?
I don't think she got fired, but it was just, I would say, emotional for me because I just felt as though she was a teacher wearing these clothes for I don't know how long, and then the second it hit social media, she gets reprimanded. That's exactly what happened. She had to go back and read her dress code book again, the code, and basically it made something out of nothing.
That made you sad?
It made me sad. I'm like, this ain't fair.
And all the things that could have happened on the weekend, that made you sad?
But I'm going to tell you why. It made me sad because when you look at her, she's a beautiful black woman. And we fear that. We don't like that. We don't like the perfect shaped black woman wearing the same dress that if a pencil stick woman wore would get away with. No students were in the classroom. You know? Yeah, she came in there with heels. But how many of our teachers came into class with heels on, took off the heels, and put on some like footies or something?
All of them.
All our teachers came into class with heels. Oh, but because hers are open toe, or they might be like a high name brand, she gets in trouble.
I'm still laughing that shit made you sad.
It did, because I had to listen to it all week, and I'm like, oh man. By the time we get to it, it's going to be old because I heard it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm like, oh, man.
I mean, I seen it. I quickly disregard shit like that. I seen it, and everybody was in the uproar about it. It's like, yo, she's just a woman with a dress with curves. It's not the end of the world, so the fuck what? Like, whatever. I really don't, whatever. Like, it's stupid. It's stupid. It's fucking dumb. So what? She got curves, man. She built like a NASCAR track. Who cares? She looked good to me. You know, the superiors had an issue with, or the people had an issue with. You know what it is? They jealous.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's
Basically.
jealousy.
Yeah, it
she
is.
had a nice curvish body. Period, man. She can't help the way that her clothes fit. Who wants to wear some baggy? Yo, teachers don't look like how they used to back in the 50s no more. With the baggy ass cardigan sweater and the big dumb glasses and the stringy hair, look like a man ain't touched you in years. Nobody looks like that no more when they go to school, man. You gotta get hit with the world, baby. That's the way it go. Yo, shifting off this nigga sadness off that shit, because that shit is still kind of funny to me. Sad. All right. We got the homie Damonte in the building, man.
What's going on?
The Facebook G. He be talking all the real talk. Comical sense, you know what I'm saying, at that too. So we got the homie on here today to help share his perspective mixed with ours on various topics. What's up with you, man?
I'm cool, man. What's going on? How you?
You know, chill shit, regular, So check this out, right? I don't know if y'all seen it or not, but I don't remember what day it was. It was like Wednesday or some shit. I came across this picture on Facebook. Now I gotta ask both of y'all. One of them got to go. One of these 4 movies got to go. I'm gonna tell y'all like I told niggas on Facebook. Our friendship depends on it, cause this shit is real business. You ready to hear these 4 movies?
Let me hear.
Think about it in depth before you answer, because shit is real. First up is Space Jam.
Okay.
Second up is Aladdin.
Okay.
Third, Lion King. Fourth, what the fuck was the Toy Story? Lion King, Space Jam, Aladdin, and Toy Story. One of them gotta go. Which is it and why?
You want me to go first?
Nope, I want Damonte to go first, because I think you're gonna make me mad.
I'm gonna make you upset too.
Oh, you know what? No,
make you upset,
hold up.
too.
Wait a minute. Yeah,
We discussed
this
this.
motherfucker. He ain't never seen none of them.
Never seen not near one of them.
What the hell was you doing? I gotta know. What was you doing as a kid that prevented you from watching any one of those
What
movies?
year was this? We talking late 90s? Maybe
Early
mid-
90s. Early 90s.
Late 90s.
Mid 90s?
Space Jam was like 98.
Was it
More-
98?
What? No.
Yeah.
I was out the league in 98, 93, 94.
Was it 93?
They was
You right.
mid 90s.
I say early to mid 90s.
I think
I say early to mid 90s.
the Lion King.
Like
Lion King might have been like
I think I was
95.
a young well then,
But
I've
you
never
older than
seen
me.
none of them. Point blank period. I
You
never
never
saw
seen none of them.
near one of them. I
Yo,
was
in the
being
comments, tell me what
influenced
y'all
by
think about that.
the
Well,
wrong thing.
Based off the titles, which one would you most likely watch?
Of course, Space Jam. Space Jam. Like I told somebody, I said I just wasn't interested in Jordan playing basketball with a cartoon for an hour. It just wasn't interesting to me. I didn't care about talking lions. I just wasn't into it. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
hey,
So I never saw either one of them, but I would watch Space Jam if I can keep one.
You would watch Space Jam?
I would watch Space Jam
No,
first.
no, get rid of one.
Get rid of one?
Yeah, you gotta get rid of one of them motherfuckers.
Probably Aladdin.
Oh,
my
shit.
God.
Probably Aladdin.
No.
Just off face value, looking at the metaphor, yeah, Aladdin would go first.
Oh man.
Just because it's a feminine man on the cover or whatever.
A feminine man? He was a bum.
I don't know the story. I just see a man like
wasn't-
blousy clothes.
He was a
He
bum.
wasn't feminine.
He wasn't feminine.
I
He
think
just
the way-
was a bum in
I got like
aggregate.
a
way-
blouse vest and, and jumbo pants. The women, just off
He had-
visual alone, I would get rid of
That's
that
where
first.
MC Hammer got the Hammer pants from. He got them shits from
Hammer was
And I
out
told
first.
somebody I
Yeah,
had
he
two
was
pair
out
of hammer
before that.
pants.
You had
Facts.
2 pairs of hammer pants?
What color?
Facts. I had 2 pair. I remember I had
You asked for those?
You gonna laugh? No doubt. I was 12, 13 years old. Hammer was that dude. He had 2 DJs. He had 100. Hammer Live was the guy. You can't front on Hammer ever.
Oh,
Ever.
okay.
That's a bit.
We talking about
that's
entertaining.
That's a bit before me.
An entertainer, and it's a black man who fed like 1,000 probably people. He had like 100 employees.
And he did
2
Jay-Z.
DJs on. You ever seen Hammer videos?
What?
He had 2 DJs. That's like DJ Westwill and Big J, and they just going back and forth killing it, and then dancers doing cartwheels. Hammer shows was amazing.
I was watching
B.
Redman
Hammer
on
videos was
Vlad
crazy.
TV. He said Hammer was a nigga you ain't want to fuck with. He said some shit about
Absolutely.
Hammer one time.
And he hold Oakland
and he
down. You gotta
came-
respect Hammer.
He came to see
gotta respect
Redman.
Hammer.
He came
Gotta
to see that
respect
nigga.
him. But I had 2 pair, and it was cool. It was cool to have them in like 91. 92.
91, I was 4.
I had a pair of
so-
polka dot pair because Kwame was fly.
Damn. Did you have a
Kwame,
Gumby?
yeah.
I remember.
Did you have a Gumby?
I couldn't grow hair that long.
Okay.
So
You ain't
I
have
always
a
been
fade back
guy.
then?
I always been pretty much a little Caesar
Oh,
guy.
all right.
I had the
What
best
movie
box
you
thing
getting
I
rid
could
of,
grow.
Flaw?
Space Jam got to go first. The best thing about Space Jam was R. Kelly, I Believe I Can Fly.
And the sneakers. And
I don't even know.
11s,
I don't
it
even
was.
know what sneakers. Listen, I'm not a sneakerhead.
I think it was the.
So
I think it
couldn't
was
even tell
the
you.
patent leather joints.
Patent leathers? Nah, I don't think
There
it
wasn't them.
I don't think it
The
was
white with the patent
leathers.
leather around the front.
Nah, it wasn't them. Wasn't them.
I think they was like Bordeaux or something.
But you know what? Don't get me the line because I can't even answer that. Space Jam gotta go. No ifs, ands, buts about it.
Why's
Listen,
that?
I'm gonna put it to you.
Huh?
Why's that again?
Why? Because the best thing about Space Jam is the R. Kelly song that had nothing to do with the movie.
I'm gonna tell you straight up, Space Jam definitely gotta fucking go because the other three are classics. So, Michael Jordan possibly has the worst basketball movie of all time.
See, I never saw it, and I love that song. Back to that, the Michael Jackson, Jordan. Jam was
Jam was the
crazy.
shit. I believe I
I
could
was a
fly
kid,
with the
man.
shit.
I was a real
But,
kid.
Yo,
You
when
know
you
what I'm saying?
put,
I was
when
a regular real kid.
When you look at it in a grand scheme of fucking Hoosiers and Blue Chips and He Got Game and White Man Can't Jump, them
Hoosiers?
shits don't compare.
Can't believe
I
you
mean,
said that.
Space
Take that
Jam
out.
don't even come in that category. You don't like
Right,
the
man.
greatest player of all time starring a fucking kids movie. Like he could have been Denzel Washington and He Got Game. That shit would have been bomb as hell.
Well, you know they coming out with a Space Jam too.
I don't want to see that shit.
When I'm gonna play.
I don't want to see that shit. All I know is motherfucking Michael Jordan
I'm gonna go
played
see
a
that.
game against aliens. His ass should be on Mars working for the Monstars
Yeah,
right
like,
fucking now.
That was weird to me back then.
Are we going to eliminate the other two and leave one?
No, just
Y'all
one.
watch Aladdin though?
I
Yeah,
fucking,
Aladdin's
Aladdin is one of my
Aladdin's
favorite
a
Disney
classic,
movies,
man.
dog. A whole new
A
world,
whole new
motherfucker.
world.
That shit is one of my favorite Disney movies. Matter of fact, bitch, I think that shit on Netflix. I'm gonna watch that shit today.
Crazy.
Word
I
is
want to
bond.
see the Lion
Classic,
King though.
man.
I do want to see
You
the
gotta
Lion
see
King.
the
Lion
Lion
King
King,
is a
man.
classic,
I
bro.
wanna
Gotta
see the
see the
Lion
Lion
King.
King.
Yo,
man.
and when I was talking about this shit on Facebook, like no lie, I had like 215 comments. Like niggas was really going in all day.
Yeah, you
like,
did.
Nigga, you said Aladdin? Oh, y'all niggas is drunk. Like niggas is like really going in on motherfuckers. Like
Somebody said Aladdin had to go.
a lot of people said Aladdin had to go.
Okay, so it ain't just me.
It ain't just you,
Alright,
but they
alright,
get the same
alright,
treatment.
cool.
Motherfucker, you ain't
Yeah,
seen none
but
of them.
based off visual, they would have to go. He just looked goofy. I'm sorry.
Yo, it's a good movie, man. It's
Definitely
about
wanna see mine.
a street bum kid who just trying to get some money. Him and his little monkey do a little side joint, and they end up stealing food. They get caught. They get took to the princess. He end up bagging the princess when he found the magic lamp.
Nah, I don't want to see it. I do want to see Toy Story too.
Yo,
Awesome.
all three of Toy Story movies is good.
Yeah.
Most people, on a Facebook joint when I posted it, most people, it was a combination of Aladdin and Toy Story. But then towards the
Whoa.
end, and then I started getting more Space Jam towards the end.
That got to go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I about to say nobody better have picked Lion King.
Nah, nobody picked Lion King.
Okay.
I think one person said it just to be an asshole, but she
Okay.
wasn't serious.
Okay, I was about to say.
You can't get rid of fucking Lion King.
Lion King,
Lion
cult
King is the
following.
greatest, man. Lion King is number one.
Yeah, I think that might be the number one Disney movie of all fucking time. Actually, what you call it? Toy Story, not even a Disney movie. That's a Pixar movie.
But
So,
we don't care.
but we don't
A
care.
little
but-
cartoon movie.
Right.
Is Lion King Disney?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't care
What the
nothing
fuck?
about. I don't know.
I know.
I thought
Space Jam
Toy
ain't
Story
either
was
then, is it?
Disney.
Space Jam. I think that's a
Warner
WB
Brothers or
movie.
something?
Actually, yeah, that's a
yeah,
WB
Warner
movie.
Brothers.
But switching topics, I don't know if y'all heard or not, but the wave is gonna be coming home sooner than you think. That's right, goddammit. Max B getting out the joint.
Yeah.
2 to 6 is looking like. So, how you was explaining it earlier, Damonte?
Oh shit! Don't make me the prison.
Nah, because we was talking about it before we got on. Man.
He got because folks think he really coming home in 2 years. It's highly unlikely. What it is, he sets to serve a minimum of 2 more years, and he has a chance. He goes to see parole, but he cannot do any longer than 6 years maximum. So let's say 2 to 6 years. The wave will be back on the streets.
2 to 6 years.
2 to 6 years.
I see a lot of people like one of my favorite artists. You know what I'm saying? I like his music. Wiz. He tweeted. He was like, "The gang gonna be working with the wave soon." I'm like,
I
"Nigga,
saw
6
that,
years."
so-
I'm like, bruh, like.
You ain't gonna
I
be
think,
popping.
I think that's a little premature of a statement to make. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I think, and then on top of that, do you really think?
Hope French saved him a bag.
Do you really think he's gonna be like the influential person he was when he first went in? Like, is his
Absolutely.
music really gonna matter that much at that point?
No, because let me ask y'all a question. It's the same. This is on topic, but it's a little bit to the left, but it's going to lead back to it. Gucci Man is free, right? Did he drop an album?
Yeah, he did.
I don't hear nobody talking about it. Only thing people talked about was he's free, and that's what they're going to do to Max.
Same thing with Lil Boosie.
Yeah, Lil Boosie too.
Everybody was a fan of Lil Boosie
They
when he
get
got
so
out.
happy to say such and such is getting out soon, such and such is free, but when the music drops, nobody plays it. I haven't heard not one Gucci record. Nobody bumping Gucci.
I heard it. I only heard a couple Gucci tracks because I listened to the radio. I'm in the talk radio. And
He does have a cult. They both have cult
They
followers.
got cult
though.
followers. Like,
But where do they go after the music drops? Like
I be wondering the same thing.
they
Who's
care
paying for this
mostly about somebody's getting free or somebody is free, and then boom, on to the next.
yeah, that's pretty accurate to me because, like I said, like it happened with Boosie, it happened with Gucci, and it's damn sure probably going to happen with Max because Max probably
Plus, he's gonna be too far removed.
Yeah, he's gonna be too far
He gonna
removed.
be too
And then
far
it's so many musicians now that I guess emulated what he was doing when
Plus,
he was
he
popping.
never really got to where he was
And he
supposed
never-
to be
exactly.
anyway to
He
have
never-
that.
Right,
You
he
know what I'm
didn't. He didn't hit that height in his career
Indeed,
to where he could
indeed.
just go away for that long period of time and come back and make an
He
impact.
was never a major signed
That's what I'm
artist.
trying to
say.
So his fan base isn't as big as people think.
French wasn't even major. They both was on their
yeah,
way.
they both
Right.
was independent.
Luckily, French made it.
So Max was tearing up the streets.
Right.
Yeah,
But about 10,000 fans might have bought his mixtape or illegally downloaded it. That does not, like,
Yeah.
Twitter will make you believe you have a following when you really don't. I seen a few tweets. It's just Max
do
B,
Max like
when he
Max.
gets home, he's going to be looking for a job, I'm telling you.
yeah. I think
I hope
I'm
French got
happy
it
to
bad.
see the nigga get out of jail, but unless he dropping some heat type shit, I'm not gonna be checking for his music either.
As far as, like, when Max B was popping, the people that was listening to that,
Chrissy, she kissed it in Miami.
the people that was listening to Max B don't have a Twitter account. Let's keep it 100. Max B was
That's
popping
a
when we was
great-
buying DVDs.
Right.
That's a
No
great
social
point.
media. So if you're on social media talking about the waves coming home, you are a lie. You don't know what you're talking about.
So
You just
basically,
jumping
what you're
on the
saying.
wave.
So basically, what you're saying is that wave done washed up ashore.
Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. Ain't nobody from Dipset popping right now, man. Do
We
y'all
were
know
just
Jim,
talking about this last
do y'all
night.
know Jim Jones dropped the album about a month ago?
Nope.
2 months ago?
I know we got a new reality TV show though.
No. I don't.
Yeah, he dropped it, and I only heard it
wanted
because
to remember, but no.
I got Apple.
Where's it going? I was trying to
I
like, but
wanted
it
to. He
wasn't.
was on the Breakfast Club, and I got the Apple streaming service. So when I heard he had an album, I said, "Let me listen to it." Heard it one time, didn't put it back in.
Well, first of me, I never listened to any of Jim Jones' albums, like all that product of my
At one
Hustlers
point, Jim
environment. I
Jones
never-
was probably the hottest.
He was
hottest nigga in New York.
he was definitely
For
hot
about
as
4
hell
years.
at one point.
4 years?
But me,
Maybe-
I never listened to an entire Jim Jones
approximately.
album. I never listened to an entire
Nobody
Jim Jones album.
has.
Now a lot of people
So what
have
album?
to an entire Jim Jones album.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. I never listened to a whole one
Nah,
because
oh,
it's certain
Jesus
music.
Christ,
It's
you can't-
certain.
oh.
It's like certain music. It can be hot, but if that shit don't talk to you, it don't make no sense.
I would say Jim Jones dropped damn near. That second album was a classic. The title,
Hustler's Poem?
Hustler's Poem.
Yeah, that's
that
the one
was
I
an
was
album
referring
beginning
to.
to end.
That's the one
The
I was
first
refer-
album showed a lot of potential. Like I can't wait, and then the second album really delivered.
His ad libs just better than his raps. That's all, and you know it.
He had the great ad, but nah, Jim Jones. But I recognized him as a lyricist a long time ago on the Dipset mixtapes.
Gotcha.
He had a
But see,
couple solos.
It took me a minute to get into Dipset. I was more of a G-Unit nigga myself, so it took me a minute to get into Dipset. So and then I just wasn't really a fan. Like I would
And at that
recognize the
time,
nigga-
I was into that bullshit.
Yeah,
So that
I was
a big
never
influence.
there.
We was talking about the influence.
Right, exactly.
So-
It's like that wasn't my direct
was
influence. So
into
when
that
I go to
bullshit,
music
so-
to listen to, I'm looking for shit that's a reflection of what I'm
Right,
into.
right.
So
And that
when,
was-
when them niggas come through talking that whoop whoop shit and all, I'm like,
But that
I'll
now-
listen because it's on, but I don't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But I was totally immersed into that bullshit at that time.
Right.
So that was Bible to me
So,
at that time.
how do y'all feel? I mean, how do y'all feel about the game Meek Mill thing now?
Oh, Game Meek Mill.
The Sean Kingston, the triangle match, the triple threat match. 'Cause this is wrestling. This is all wrestling, man.
I
It's
just want some
fake. Is
diss
what
records.
you're saying? It's
It
fake.
sure is fake. I just watched the video of Sean Kingston going off cursing. Yo,
Go to Butty boy.
listen,
Or some
we
shit
can
like
be
that.
some intelligent black men, right? But whenever we get mad, we only know 3 words,
It's a
right?
great
Motherfucker.
point.
Bitch ass
It's a
nigga.
great point. I bring this up all the time.
I heard a 5-minute rant, and all he said was bitch ass nigga. Game, bitch ass nigga. You's a bitch ass nigga. You a bitch ass nigga. Bitch ass nigga. Bitch ass nigga. That was the 5-minute rant. When we get mad, those are the only words we
So
know.
at the
Black
end of
people
it,
got
you're
a
looking
problem with
around like, what
dialogue.
did he say?
It's a problem. I
Right,
bring that
but
up all the time.
but I've never seen. Now this is not. I can't say whether Sean Kingston is a gangster or not. I cannot, but I've never seen him act that way before.
Right.
So
right.
when he did it, I'm looking at him like, First
Where this
off,
come from?
you don't say bitch ass nigga and don't move your hands or something. He was just doing it with his hands.
He didn't do one bumper clot. It
Right.
wasn't real.
The way he was
Pussy
standing.
clot.
He did do one
Wasn't
bumper
real.
clock.
I think
It
he
wasn't.
might have.
It
I
didn't
didn't.
seem.
Oh,
It didn't.
alright.
Like when I watched it, I was
It
just
should
like,
be every
nah.
other pussy clot. Suck out your mama pussy, something
Right,
like
some
that. If he
shit
don't
like
say
that.
nothing
He
That
ain't say
sound
none
pretty
of
much
that.
Well, then it
real.
wasn't
He
real.
ain't say none of that. I don't think he
I
did.
think he
'Cause
said-
I heard
think
a
he said
motherfucker
bumper
say,
clock
suck
Bati
your mama
boy.
pussy out and it fucked my life up.
Yeah, cause there's a certain way that Spanish people talk to you, like
Genuinely.
you a puta,
Right,
you
indeed.
a whatever.
Maricón?
Maricón, like you know when they really mad. Jamaicans got their own language. When they really mad, they got their own language.
That patois
Well,
from
I
that.
guess. Well, why can't that same argument be made for black people then?
It's cause bitch ass nigga. I don't
Man,
know,
you pretty much just shot your argument in the foot like a motherfucker.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
We sound dumb.
So you said all these other
No, he
cultures
was
can
saying
have
shit wasn't authentic.
all these other cultures can have a go-to phrase when they get mad, but black people can't say bitch ass nigga when we
Oh,
get
that is
bitch.
No,
definitely
we don't. No.
outrageous.
We say bitch ass nigga in 5 minutes, 30 times.
Well, it don't take long for black people to get mad.
Well, I'm just saying. to me, like, because I've seen it before. Like when Young Thug got mad. Come here, you bitch ass nigga. Listen here, you bitch ass. It's like, yo, we don't say nothing before the bitch ass
Pussy
niggas. What I'm
ass
saying.
nigga.
You listen to that
that.
Jeffrey album
Jack
yet?
Thriller.
I have not. Hell no. Listen to that.
Jack
Jeff.
Thriller, 2 Chainz screamed on Jack
Yeah, he
Thriller.
screamed on
I
it.
heard about
he
that.
called. He
Pussy,
said
your
your mama a
mama's
pussy,
pussy.
your grandma a
Everything
pussy,
with your
anything
blood
with
in
your
it is
blood in
pussy.
his pussy.
All right,
Jesus
I get
Christ.
down with that.
No,
I get down
It's
with
so
that.
passionate.
that's so disrespectful.
I get
That's
down
the
with that.
ultimate disrespect. He just
Passion
called your
was
kids, your mom.
undeniable.
Your
He was
like,
upset.
yo,
Them was real
he
emotion.
was really mad. Nori set
Nori
him
did
up.
some
Yeah,
bullshit.
Nori said
Nori
him.
set him
Call.
up. He was explaining it on the Breakfast Club
But-
though, but he ain't mean it to go down like that because he
I
said he
think
fucked with
bitch
both
ass
of them.
nigga
but
is the
go-to
hood
phrase.
Go-to phrase.
It's the
no
go-to
doubt.
phrase.
No
But
doubt.
are y'all interested in the war on
I just
wax
want some diss records.
with
I don't really-
Game and Meek?
You know what it is now? It's this shit. This shit ain't nothing but a popularity contest on social media.
So,
That's all it is. So niggas is gonna post whatever memes they think gonna get them the most laughs
It
or
likes
likes.
his checks right now.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's all it is. Like
Likes his
this shit don't
checks.
even be about music no more. This shit just really be about trying to clown a nigga. Cause if you look, you can go back to 150 and Meek was having their issues. 50 ain't released not one record. Meek released
50
a
always
record,
been
but
that
he had
type
a
of
couple of
character
jabs
with
in his
clowning
music
and
that he
shit
had.
like that. That's
50
always
always
been
been a
50.
character,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
know him for that. But he still didn't do no music. Maybe he didn't feel like he needed to. But
yeah,
this situation with these two niggas, some music has got to come
because
from
he
this.
know that'll be a stupid. That's not his battle. Meek gonna chew you the fuck up on that microphone. Point blank. Period. 50.
I
And he
think
knows
so.
that.
Yeah.
So he gonna do what he do to clown and shit. That's why I like picking a fight with Drake. You knew he was gonna lose that fight.
As far as the 50 go, like he wasn't in that space though. Like he's executive
Indeed.
producing shows.
Effing and-
So
Right.
do you got
It's
the
not
energy
his-
to keep
yeah.
going back? Because one disc record wouldn't have been good enough. Meek
Right.
would have kept going. So yeah,
So he
you
would have
don't.
had to keep
And
going.
it can't
yeah.
be an okay diss
so
record.
50,
Right.
50, you
50
don't
did
diss.
what he was supposed to
Yeah,
do.
Yeah,
Did what he
yeah.
was supposed to- right,
Just
indeed.
chill. You know he's going to say something because he's ignorant. 50's ignorant, so he's going to say something. But don't make a record because you know Meek ain't going to
he gonna
stop.
shoot you
Honestly, I'm kind of still a fan of 50 because of
I'm
his
always
level
gonna
of
be a
ignorance.
fan of 50,
I'm
man.
always gonna be a fan
I'm
of
a
him,
fan
but
of
I
his
think it's
genius.
because
Fan of his
of his
intelligence.
ignorance that keep me like, I know 50 about to do some bullshit, and I can't wait to see it. Even
Yeah.
on Power, when I'm watching Power, I'm waiting for his character to pop up because I know he's gonna do
is
something crazy.
Curtis Jackson.
Curtis is Curtis.
Yeah,
I've been
you know what I'm
that.
saying?
Kanan is Curtis.
He's not acting.
Matter of
he
fact,
picked the
speaking
right
of
roles
Power-
for himself.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Speaking of Power, I watched the new episode last night. Like I was
Don't-
on
please
demand
don't-
at 12
don't-
o'clock.
don't-
I ain't gonna
don't-
say nothing.
don't.
I ain't gonna say nothing about it. But like I said, you wait for his character to pop up. You're like, oh shit, look, what the fuck?
Yo,
about to do?
don't he got this theme
You know
music
what I'm
now?
saying? He do?
Yeah. Watch the episodes, and every
I
time
love
he's
this. I
on,
love
it's
that
this
song
music that
now.
plays in the background.
Oh, you talking about when Kane is
when
okay,
Kane is
okay,
on the
okay,
scene,
okay.
home.
It's like this music that plays, and you like,
Kane, the
damn,
mixtape,
he got
probably.
that Terminator type beat in the background every time his face is on the screen.
Yo, I can't wait to see how this shit is gonna play out. If you ain't seen a new episode of Power yet, do yourself a favor and check this shit out. I can't wait to see
Not
how this.
too
It's
many
only one
eps
episode
left,
left.
right? Okay.
After today, after
Two
this week's
episodes.
episode is only next week, and that's the end of the season. So I'm waiting to see how this shit play out, man.
But as far as Game and Meek, you heard Game's this record, right?
I heard a few bars. I didn't listen to
92
it all the way
bars.
through.
Did you hear it?
Nah, I ain't hear it. I actually don't
But
have
I'm
a
looking
desire
forward
to
to
listen
a
to
few
it.
diss records from both sides. I mean, they both lyrics. I like to see them get busy.
But you know what was corny? I thought that Game did. He put up a screenshot of Meek called him. Meek called him like 4 times. And Game intentionally didn't answer. And then he took a screenshot of it and put it on Instagram. It's like, don't try to call me now, bitch. Like,
But
yo,
that sucker shit is
that's
what it is
corny,
right now,
man.
though.
That's
Ain't
mad
that what you're
whack,
supposed
yo.
to do?
Sucker shit is
You
popping
diss me,
right.
I'm gonna call you. Like, yo, what's going on, bro? Like,
Right.
Because
then you supposed to.
But
it's really not an issue if me and you don't sit down and
Screenshot
talk
and all
about
that
it
dumb
before you
shit.
talk to the world about it. We don't know what the fuck the issue is, right?
Yeah.
So if I call you like, yo, what's up? And then we actually resolve that situation from that phone call, then there's no issue no more. But if the issue gets bigger, or if it's not resolved after that phone call, now we really got an issue. So you ignoring that man phone call 4 times, it's like, that kind of make me look at you different, like you want some bullshit.
Because he needs the promotion for his album coming out next week. I can't squash his beef yet.
Oh my god.
I still got work to do.
2016 50 Cent, man.
We all know what Game do, but he doesn't do it well.
He don't do it well.
He doesn't do it
He doesn't
well.
do what well? He doesn't do what well?
The theatrics.
Okay.
I like
You know
that
what I'm
word.
saying?
Theatrics. That's
Yeah.
a perfect word.
I can't argue that.
Theatrics.
I can't
When you
argue
see
that.
it, you see the bullshit.
I
'Cause
think
like
he went to
seen,
Juilliard
everybody
School
was
of Performing
50's a
Arts.
lame, 50's a lame. All the comments 50. I just want to hear the diss record.
Right.
Pardon me, not 50's a lame, Game's a lame.
Uh-huh.
But I just want to hear diss records. I know Game can rap. But we
Yo.
all know he's a gang. We all know he was Change Your Heart. This is Change
Yo,
Your
I
Heart.
was just about to say that. Did y'all see him on Change
Change
Your
Your
Heart?
Heart.
He held up Stay Together,
Shorty
right?
wanted to
She
leave.
said change.
Like, come on.
And he went and changed this whole
You
shit,
can't
right?
get away from that, yo.
She
Like,
followed his. But look, she gave him the best advice of his life. He went and changed and became a star.
yeah.
We know he not, you know what I mean?
He had
not
to
big
find
face.
himself, man. He had to go be a stripper.
You know what? I think
He
That's
had to go
another
through,
one. I
he
forgot
had to
about
go through
that.
some things
Forgot
to
about
find out
that.
his lane and who he was.
Forgot about that.
everybody does.
You know.
But not everybody goes through. Everybody doesn't go through those kind of situations and then find yourself in a situation like this where
But I
you
respect Meek,
proclaiming to be the toughest,
fuck with
baddest
Meek.
motherfucker ever. Listen, I just think like that tough guy shit is old as hell, man. Like
Yeah.
on some real shit. Like
Yeah.
it's really time for niggas just to be who you are.
We just
Like,
watched your kids grow
chill.
up on TV the
Like,
last few years.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, come on, man. Like, when you gonna leave this shit alone and just niggas swear they so rich they ain't got nothing to worry about, but soon as they hear their name popped up in a sentence, niggas is up in arms. Like,
I just want to hear some diss
maybe
records.
it's just me. I can overlook that
Keep it
kind
on
of
wax.
bullshit, but
Go ahead.
you know, whatever, man.
What's his name? What's his name?
Lil Yachty.
Little
I know what
Yachty.
you about to say.
Little Yachty said that Drake is better than Biggie and Tupac. But
What
here's
was the
my
argument? It was the validating point.
But
Did you
you
hear?
told me
I seen the headline for the video, but I never clicked on this shit.
All right. Well, in his argument, his biggest argument point was Biggie and Pac can't sing songs like who you know can rap and sing songs. And then they sung some melodies to prove their point.
That's
was
it.
their argument. That was it.
That was
Literally,
it?
that was it.
Biggie sung songs. Biggie has a song on his Life After Death. Play It, Hate
No
It.
doubt. Yes, he do.
So
It don't matter if he did it or if he didn't, man. First of all, even if you did feel that way, that point alone is not a strong enough argument
but like
for
I
a
was
valid.
telling your brother, I think it's the
Well,
opiate generation. It's the
well,
opiate.
That's
Well,
exactly what the fuck it
let
is.
me speak on that though, because I know an old head, right? He'll argue me down to death that KRS-One is the greatest. I can't give him that because I wasn't there.
Right.
These kids wasn't born when Biggie and Pac was there. If you put on a certain Tupac song, like Tupac was rapping in 91, 92,
Right.
and his styles did change.
Right.
He's not the digital underground, and
Right.
the Tupac that died in 96, those are two different sounding
Absolutely.
artists.
Nah,
so if you
yeah,
put
two different
on a
artists.
1991 Tupac, they're going to be like, yo, who's this kid and play rapper?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So Biggie, on the other hand, Biggie had a few styles too. What?
I
Kid
just
and play?
caught- Yeah, it just
Well,
settled
I
in.
mean, you know, he's digital underground. He was jumping around.
Where's
The
the
Humpty
song,
Hump.
That kind of makes sense too, though, because I sure as hell not about to play no KRS-One record.
Right.
But I was saying,
my
I bang
man's
KRS.
my
Yeah.
man's would be
Any
like
given
KRS-One
Sunday.
is the greatest.
How old is he? He got to be at least 49.
Probably. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he got to be at least
Nah,
49.
because I remember watching, and I'm 36 and a half.
Uh-huh.
I remember watching Philosophy video. You know what I'm saying? Him hopping out the Jeep. I remember seeing that, and that might have been like 88. And it started in acapella, then the beat dropped, and then you know what I'm saying?
But see, you can speak on that because you was there.
But I was little. I
You was
didn't-
little, but you
Like I
you,
said, I
you
seen
paid
a little bit
attention.
of it, right.
Yeah. And 88, I was 2.
But I wanted to be a Big Daddy Kane. Like, I remember us couldn't wait for the Smooth Operator to drop. I remember calling my cousin in Virginia, like, did y'all get it down there yet? Because we got it a
Yeah.
little bit earlier and shit. Like, and I was,
That's back when
King,
music used
man.
to hit the coast early.
word is born.
Now that shit, you
But I'm
hear
a
some
90s
shit now.
music
You late
dude,
as hell.
But I can relate to that good.
Speaking of
late
90s
80s.
music, you know why I think 90s music was the rawest time period ever? I think 90s music was the rawest time period ever because the artist was a direct reflection of the environment, and the
Absolutely,
environment
I
was a
agree with
direct
that.
reflection of the government
Absolutely.
and the state of the state of the government and the shit that they held us captive in. So all that, and that was the beginning of all of it. Before it got to this point, it had
Yeah.
to start then. When you go back to to the whole Reagan administration. You know what I'm saying? Dating all the way back to then. So that shit formed, and then when hip hop became what it was in the 90s, it was based off the shit that was happening in the 80s with the whole crack epidemic. Now that shit is watered down as hell.
It's opiate. It's the opiates, man. It's opiate music. The bouncing around. Have you heard a Yachty song?
No, but I did hear an interview where this nigga said, this nigga Yachty said, "Yo, if I want to get on a song."
Have you seen Yachty?
I've seen it. I have seen it.
That's the one with the red.
That's the one with the red dread.
Right.
With the
Uzi
beads on
Vert.
it.
This generation.
Yeah. That
These
nigga
opiates,
said.
man.
Chief Keef started it.
That nigga said, if I want to get on the track and say, yeah, the whole track in its turn, I'm gonna let it be turned. That's it.
I also seen an interview
That's
with
crackhead music.
I also seen an interview
colors.
where they was like, they don't want to rap like that, but that's what the people like. So my thing is this: if you're gonna get a quick $250,000 just to say nonsense, you gonna do it because guess what? You from the gutter. Now that's all they making because ain't none of these kids gonna be millionaires. But they found a way. We gonna give you this $250,000, and then we gonna get paid off your shows and concerts. You're not gonna make no more than this $250,000.
Go get that Jeffrey album.
No, is it a mixtape or an album?
It's an album.
I thought it was a
Say
mixtape.
the horses don't stop, they keep going. I actually like that song. I ain't gonna lie.
All right, but it
I
might
have
be
no
dope.
clue what.
Young Thug.
Oh, fuck me. I have no. See, that's what I was just saying. Like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Nah,
Like,
I'm not a
called
fan.
the Jeffrey album?
I'm not a
Is that his
I ain't
real-
buy it.
No, is that his name or some shit?
Yeah, that's his real name.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's his real name.
So
but I do like
you
that
didn't
song
see-
"Ditches" though. I ain't gonna lie.
You didn't see the cover of the
I
album.
did see the cover.
Okay.
But I think, I ain't gonna get on all that bullshit.
You know what it is, y'all? I'm starting to come to a slow realization that it might be us.
Yeah.
We might be the old
Right,
niggas.
right. We got to
And
get out
this
the
is
way.
the times where the times that we're in, this is the in shit that's happening.
Yeah.
And we the old niggas from the 90s or whatever who hanging on to this old sense of life.
Right.
So these young new niggas looking at it like, man, I'm not doing that old ass shit. Look at them baggy ass pants. Fuck out of here. Not wearing them shits.
Yeah, things
But
change
it'll,
with time.
saying?
but
Things
it'll
change with
always
time.
come back because they actually.
But certain shit
Right.
is just unfucking
I
called
agree.
for in any generation.
I agree,
or
but
whatever.
these little niggas obviously not seeing the picture like that. I don't know why.
Have you
like
ever
you said,
used
it's-
opiates?
No,
I have not.
no.
Matter of fact, no lie, I took half of Molly one time, and I ain't feel shit. I was like, this is dumb.
No, I mean real opiates, straight heroin,
No.
in the form of maybe a Percocet, a cup of codeine mixed with Promet.
I had lean once.
Okay.
That shit put me right to sleep. I was like, never again.
All right, now imagine your body starting
Doing
to
that
get
shit
a
every
little-
day?
and you getting a little tolerance to it, and you can function off
Nah,
of it.
I had that
you
shit
begin
one
to not
time.
remember shit, and
I had half a cup. I was
things
like,
happen.
what the fuck?
That's my. I think it's just a fucking opiate influence. The music, the bouncing around, these colors they see that I can't see. All this shit.
Rainbows and shit.
Have you seen the Uzi Vert video? I had to watch it.
I watched the
fuck
Uzi
shit. Fucking,
Right.
It's like
I
a
watched that shit just so I can
psychedelic
say,
fucking
let me
trip.
see what this nigga talking
So
about.
you got to be high to watch it.
You almost have to be. It's really like a psychedelic trip. For me, it was.
That shit was pretty.
I was fucked up.
I was watching the video because I'm what makes music for me is lyrics, flow, and wordplay. Like that's what
I come from.
Yeah, that's what it is for me. So when I see these niggas, and then the style too.
That
If you ain't
don't
got the
matter no
style,
more. That
if you ain't
don't-
got the style to match your lyrics, like I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga wearing? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm big on. Like, if you dress a certain way, I'm just like, I don't know if I want to open the book to see what this shit is about just
That's a
based
big
off the
thing of
cover.
mine. Like, that's
You
why I
what
didn't
I'm
know
saying?
nothing about Jeffrey. I seen
Yeah.
that shit.
But at the same time, you can't judge every book by its cover. But
I'm judging that one.
But dating, but dating back to the era that we all know is the best form of hip hop, and coming from that cloth, you see
greatest
this shit
era.
happening right now. It's like, yo, you niggas is on some shit.
But the 90s era is what created this. To be honest with you.
Because everything's going to evolve. It's going to be a spinoff from everything. So I think I blame Wayne.
They didn't they didn't take care of the game, to me. Like, because growing up, okay, hip hop was a way out of the ghetto and to make things happen. But guess who these kids belong to them. Think about it. Like all these rappers, they're kids now, if you ask them, they're nerds. They do skateboards. They do all these things.
yeah.
So
I-
even
yeah,
the
they do
gangster
mention that
rapper
shit.
kids are these kids out here. That's why Fab got to go get
the kid
Jim
that was getting
Jones'
bullied
son
in
is a
school. The
fucking
kid
geek.
that was sitting at the motherfucking lunch table by themselves and shit.
Jim
You would
Jones'
think-
son is a geek.
Yeah,
right.
okay, now, perfect example. You would think Jim Jones' son would be just like him. No, he's this glasses,
He's a
little
straight,
skinny
yeah.
kid who's a nerd. And
But
he's,
you know what it is, though?
Which is what you would want.
That's what
Right.
you want, right?
But
Because
You lived a
because
treacherous, fucked up life. That's
the
what you want.
kid, even no matter how tough a gangster your pops is, they still got a lot of their kids to be kids. So that kid, he could still eventually make that left and go down that street to
But
turn
if
in
you-
more of his pop's image. But you still got to allow that kid to be that kid, because then
Yeah.
you're going to take something from him that he ain't going to be able to get back.
If you got right mind, you don't want your kid to grow up like you. If you,
Anyway,
you didn't
exactly,
grow up right.
yeah.
So
that's
Yo.
what I'm saying.
you want to shield him from the
The
BS.
hip hop we love birthed these dudes. They just don't know it. They ain't gonna respect it, but the hip hop that we love birthed these dudes. But don't give the 90s all the credit, because 2000s definitely did it. Like, them big
Matter
old...
of fact, I'm gonna roll with that. I'm gonna blame it on the 2000s.
I
the
would
whole
say
snap
closer
music.
to 2000.
I think
I'm
it's
gonna say
more
the snap
2000s.
music
All that goofy
era,
shit.
all that laughing, tapping,
Yeah.
all that shit like that. That's when the shit
That
started
happy-
going, whoa,
the
what the
happy
fuck is
times.
this?
Yeah,
almost.
yeah, you're right.
Because the 90s kept you on your pivot. You knew shit was real. You knew not to
You knew
cross
what was
that
going
side
on.
of the street.
Right.
You could, you know what I'm saying?
Right, well, that's 100% right there.
All right, so we're gonna blame it on 2000s. We're gonna blame it on Nelly.
Absolutely.
Whoa, speaking of Nelly,
Didn't he
why
just- wait a minute.
why was we saving Nelly?
Oh, wait.
I don't know why the fuck y'all was saving Nelly. What's
Don't he
this
owe
nigga
like
just
$2
hold-
million or something? I just
He
heard
owe
like
2.5 million.
All right.
Now y'all know why he was slinging that meth not too long ago. With his
But
ass
no!
against the floor.
He was
Nah, that's
stressed
like-
out.
Oh, man.
Now
Yo,
y'all know why he was slinging that fucking meth.
I'm a big fan of what's the homie late night Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, Jimmy Fallon
Did
funny
you see
as
him
hell.
tearing Nelly up the other
I
night?
didn't see it.
Nah.
I ain't, what he
You know
say?
you got to pay for samples, so he hit him. He like, he was making goofy jokes like starting to got loosen up my tires, getting. And the song come on hot in here. All right, send Nelly a check. And he did like 4 of them shits back to
Just
back.
streaming.
Like, you know what? These women is at the gym right now getting ready. I think my butt getting big. It was just crazy, man. Nelly get a little
Jimmy
something
Fallon
for that.
funny as
And
hell.
it's crazy because I sat here and I got like, maybe I need to pretend to be happy like these dudes. Because if you check their Instagrams, they still got on red bottom, nice shoes. They
I
still
don't know how
pull
Nelly
up.
shit is
broke.
a front.
They still right, but
I don't know how
we
Nelly
don't know.
broke.
So we like, damn, Nelly got money. Nelly
had a diamond album.
I don't know how
Has
Nelly
a
broke.
diamond
And he
album.
owned shit. Like, it wasn't just like...
And on some
he had
real
his own
shit, I'm not
company.
sure if this is gossip or if the truth or not, but I remember reading an article a little while ago where he owed
believe
his girl
Nelly
Ashanti like 500 G's
Why does
for
he
some
owe
money.
her?
She loaned it to him.
Oh my god!
You know that was his girl for
Word.
a minute.
I know that, but I didn't know
She
she
I was
loaned
broke.
it.
I was
She loaned it
crushed
to
when they
him.
broke
You
up.
know what I'm saying?
Okay,
So
well,
this is
then maybe it's-
okay. So that explains why you got to do the
Real Husbands of Hollywood.
The Real Husbands of Hollywood.
Get your own TV show.
Yeah,
And get your-
recoup.
Okay, because if you really
So
got
Stevie
money,
J
you
owe
don't
like
need.
$1 million or $2 million in child support. They
So
say
it
that's
makes
what they
sense
doing.
now.
And
It
I heard
makes
he got
sense.
Faith Evans pregnant.
That's what they doing.
Who got Faith?
Stevie J.
I seen the picture with them. I don't know about the pregnancy.
I ain't read the headline. I ain't read the
Yeah,
article.
they
I
trying
just
to
read the
pay
headline.
back
Like, wow,
these
that's crazy.
taxes. That'll keep the crackers up. Oh, shit. That keep folk off the people off their back.
Yeah.
You say
Because they
cracker.
figuring.
Yeah, say
I don't know
crackers.
because
Fuck
I
that.
don't like. It's this thing with me. I'm not a
Shout out to
racist.
all our white fans.
Shout
No,
out to all
crackers-
our white
white
friends.
folks.
man,
Whoa,
but you know.
But I do say crackers are genuine
Cracker is
talking.
not a racist thing. You know what cracker mean.
But
It basically was like, yo, when they was on the ship or whatever the case may be, the guys with the whip was coming.
yeah, I know the history of
So
it.
to the white people,
But I don't mean to be purposely offensive
Cracker
at all
is
to
not
nobody.
racist.
But I do say it.
Listen, we ain't trying to be offensive,
So-
but cracker is a general term for an oppressive white
Crackers
person.
know you got some
know
checks
what I'm
might be
saying?
coming
That's
ahead
all
in the
it is.
future. Y'all might be doing 2 more seasons. They gonna calculate a figure. All right, we gonna work this out,
Right.
and let you live for
The
a little
crackers.
while. Indeed.
That's what it is.
now,
Indeed.
what was you saying about the crackers?
More or less, them crackers gonna let you get your bread if it's an avenue for to get that check. They'll let you live a little bit.
Basically, but I don't know why the fuck y'all was streaming Nelly's songs, because first of all, his songs ain't really that hot to be streaming to save his ass from no $2.2 million
That's a lot of
IRS
money.
debt. Second, I think my
I don't
top 3
believe it,
Nelly
though.
songs might be
I was a Nelly
motherfucking
fan.
E.I.,
Yeah, I was
Pimp
Pop
Juice,
Hot in here is a crazy. I was a
Pimp
big club
Juice,
guy,
and
so it's
what's the
getting hot
other
in
one?
here was.
Dilemma.
Get your eagle on.
Okay, my
Yeah,
That
three.
was
Eagle
another
on.
club joint,
Yeah.
so that was a big.
That's
My
my top
three.
3 Nelly joints.
E.I.
Yeah, was
Is that the
ill.
name of it?
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
poppin'
that's classic.
tonight?
Yeah, that was epic
Underlay,
all over.
Underlay, that was the
You
one.
couldn't deny that. Yeah,
Dilemma.
everybody.
Get your
loves
laugh
that.
on.
I ain't like that song.
What? You ain't like Dilemma?
I
The
thought that
Lemon
shit
is the
was.
one with Kelly Rowland.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. You
I
can't
ain't
really
like it. I
deny
thought that shit was really
I wasn't
cheesy.
a fan, but as a music, you
I
can't deny
understand
It's
it.
a
I
fucking
understand
hit.
it, but I wasn't really a fan of it. I
No
thought it was a
denying
bit
that
too
being a
cheesy
hit.
for me.
Yeah, I was
Pimp
like you.
Juice. Number 3, Pimp
Pimp
Juice.
Juice is definitely.
I didn't like Pimp Juice at all. It felt like he was reaching, and it was like almost over. He was struggling to make the 10 count.
I can understand that. I can understand that perspective, but I like that
at all.
I like Pimp Juice.
And I had a little feel with that Grills joint, but Grills went like
Grills was
in and out for me. I want to see your grill.
Matter of fact, he came out with that song.
Whoa.
Hold on, because Grills was popping like a motherfucker at one point.
I like this country song more than I like the.
I was disrespectful. I was disrespectful. I was
one?
disrespectful
The
to
country
Nelly.
joint, the
To
one-
Nelly. What's that song that got played on BET Uncut?
Oh, how we forget about
Tip Drill is number one. That's my bad.
You can't forget about
Tip Drill. Underlay,
I'm
yeah.
serious.
I think y'all mistaken.
Dilemma.
I think you're mistaken.
That was Tip Drill with the card in the boot.
No. I think Tip Drill video was hot.
Tip Drill
but
is
who
hot.
the fuck plays Tip Drill song?
Right.
Well, the video was so hot that it made the song
It
hot.
was so hot though. You talked
But
about
isn't
it.
that how our music used to be back in the day? A song was okay, but when you saw the video,
I think it was more so that once you hear a song, it was like, yo, that's my shit. They need to make a video for that, and not the other way around.
Sometimes, yeah.
Tip Drill is number one. Anybody.
Sometimes you had that one song you love, you be like, damn,
Like, yo, I wish they make a video.
for that. Indeed.
Tip Drill, I never, ever heard nobody go,
You kind of.
unless you was in a strip club
I used to
or a
look
club,
forward
go,
to seeing
yo,
that shit. I
play
ain't gonna
play
front.
Tip Drill. Nobody ever fucking
In my
recommended play
perverted
strip.
mind, I used to look forward to seeing that shit. That and, well, it didn't really compete, but it was kind of dope. DTP had one, too.
Oh,
Did
Pussy
he?
Poppin'.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Pussy, head down, pussy. Yeah, that was my shit.
It got a little
Okay.
loose,
Yeah,
but-
that
I don't
was
think
my
I've
one.
seen that video.
No, BET used to play them.
Yeah,
all.
BET
Uncut got
had
busy. Hold on, y'all know about oh man, them niggas up in Alaska used to be on there with them hoes. Oh man,
In
terrible.
Alaska? Nick,
Yeah, they
Alaska?
was from Alaska getting crazy.
There was a lot of
I ain't
classic videos that I seen that I can't
Wanna
remember.
be
shit
a
on
baller,
Uncut.
shot
That was
caller.
classic.
Yo,
That's
that was
right.
my
I
shit.
still play that.
Oh man,
Why was he rapping by the dumpster though?
I don't know. I'm a baller. I'm a.
They couldn't
20-inch
tell my man you buy the
caller,
trash.
on them Paulos.
Yo, you standing right by the trash.
Hey, yo,
move
you know
over
that's
a smidge.
the garbage right there,
Yeah.
right? Okay, you cool with that? All right, cool. Shoot. Go ahead, roll film. Yo, all right, let's get to the meat and veggies of this shit right here, right? We got the main topic, the motherfucking entree of the evening. Cuffin season, baby. These
coming.
hoes ain't calling, I ain't picking up. It's cuffin season, man.
Mid-September.
You know what time of the year it is. You know, because right now,
September.
as you listening to this podcast, you mentally running down your roster. You trying to figure out who going to get that top spot for the winter season to come when it get cold and it start snowing. You want to know for sure who you going to be snowed in with. How do you run down your cuffin season list, man? How you do it? I'm asking y'all niggas. Even now, all right,
man.
now most of the niggas here, well, I can think I speak for all three of us. We're all in relationships.
What are you asking me?
But we're not far removed from a time period to where you
trying to
knew
find
how to set
myself
the
right
shit up.
now.
I've never done cuffing season.
Nah?
I might have been a victim of it.
So you've done it.
No, but didn't know. See what I'm saying?
You were unwilling participant?
Nobody's gonna say, "Hey, it's cuffing." Like I think they do it today.
Yeah,
I think
it's an
they
unconscious thing, yeah.
announce
But
it.
It's like an
But
unconscious.
it was still the same thing. Just because you put a name to it don't make it no
But
different.
I wasn't in tune with.
You
what
might
I'm saying.
have, like,
it might
your
have been
top
going
two.
on, but
Like-
that don't mean that I knew. Oh, it's cuffing season. I never, and it just amazes me how today even the women be like, "Oh, it's cuffing season."
I think that started with the fat girls, though. I think that started with niggas that might have been in need of some things that was more
Financial.
whatever. During the winter
Shelter,
harsh time
whatever.
of the year, you might need some things that you don't really need in August
Right.
and July. And that fat girl was an easy lick.
So when does it start? Cold, the winter time, right?
October-ish.
More fallish.
I heard people talking about that. We'll be in September.
Yeah.
People was talking about that at the beginning of September. Oh, it was almost like people got really excited for cuffing
Plus, it's
season.
funny. It's funny, but funny turns into some
But
real good.
social media turned everything
experiences.
into a joke.
Right.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
jokes
Social media
make
turned
shit
everything
happen.
into a joke. So now that we didn't call it cuffing season, but that's what it was.
I
We
think
just
that's
didn't have
what
a
I'm
name
getting
to
at.
it.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
That's what I'm getting
You know what I'm
at.
saying? So now it got a name to it, and it's got a little
Get warm
image.
under the fat girl. I think it
Yeah.
started with the fat girl.
Women like the fat men too, though.
Yeah, until I see
Women
that
do-
meme and them pushing.
Yo, you
Oh,
seen
yeah,
that
yeah,
shit?
Yeah. I seen that
was
too.
funny. I actually just seen that like the other day. But
Yeah.
I think like motherfucking cuffing season, like I said, now it's been turned into like a little social media phenomenon or whatever like that, to where it comes to a certain point in the year where you just gotta have a lineup or a selection of motherfuckers that if you're not in a relationship, you gotta have a lineup or a selection of people, male or female, whatever your perspective is, to where you can go. You know what I'm saying? During these cold months,
Get a meal,
and not be lonely.
lay down.
You know what I'm saying? Get you, like you said, get you some motherfucking wine. You can kick up on the couch or whatever like that. Now, I'm assuming everybody participating in these activities are eligible bachelors and bachelorettes. I don't know if that's 100% the case. Let's just roll for the sake of me not hearing an argument from my girlfriend that this is the case. All right? Because I'm trying to save my ass too.
Right.
So when it's all over, so when cuffing season is over, about spring, right? End of winter.
You start
end
trying
of winter.
To slide up out of there around
Does it work
May,
though? Because y'all been kicking it for about 4 months.
Showers.
4 or 5 months.
Well, I think there needs to be an agreement. If you
don't work.
only want I mean contractual type shit.
I was going to bring that up.
Yeah, I mean like contractual shit you got to fucking sign.
How
like,
do they sign a doc? Okay, I'm agreed to be cuffed this season.
At this season.
What's their response
from
language
October
about?
1st to March 15th, this is cuffing season. After March 15th, the contract's over. I'm back being a free agent. I can go out in these streets and play ball for whatever team I want to play ball for.
But y'all know how
it's going to happen anyway without the fucking contract.
But y'all know how it works, though. March 14th, you're probably going to have the greatest sex you'll ever had. And then the 15th come and you got to like,
Well, damn it, if I waited all this time for the last date to have sex, I'm really walking out on your ass.
Okay.
I should have been got this shit.
But no. That's not saying that not saying the other encounters wasn't good. But if she knows she's about to get cut off, she's going to do everything that she's never done, and she's going to do it the best. Like she's going to be at her best on that last day. We know how women are. Y'all know that.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Maybe. I can see it happening.
The way they do this role reversal thing, they might just start to distance themselves off.
Right, exactly. Matter of fact, prime
make it
example.
easy. Yeah,
That's
how...
Did y'all watch Love and Hip Hop?
No.
Nah, I ain't watched that shit since Jim Jones.
I'll watch it, right, because I think this shit is funny. I watch it just for comical purposes. So now, this whack-ass nigga Safari is dating that chick, Nikki Baby, right? I don't like that nigga.
Really?
Son. I think he corny, but whatever.
Her name is Nikki Baby?
Her name is Nikki Baby. Safari's dating a chick on Love and Hip Hop named Nikki.
Nicki's, right?
Now this chick Nikki is dating him and another chick, right?
Nikki Baby.
So now the nigga Safari came at her like, yo, what's going on? Like one day I hear from you, one day I don't hear from you at all. What's going on? You know how she hit this nigga off? She like, yo, I'm just doing me right now.
This is Nikki Baby.
Yeah. She like, I'm doing me right now. I'm not sure.
That type of dude, man.
But it comes to the point to where you see how these women coming like men.
Okay, so basically what you're telling me is basically how the man is. I think everybody knows Safari is Mr. Softy. So every woman is going to disrespect.
Not even that, just lame as fuck.
Every woman is going to what Nicki Minaj did to him is the most disrespectfulest thing I think I've ever seen.
What she do?
Oh man, she
the whole
situation.
She got a video with Nas kissing him in the mouth. She never claimed this. She never claimed him as She gave Drake a lap dance right while she was with him. Like there's numerous.
Yeah, he was like that guy on the side.
Right, he was the side.
Yeah, right.
Time.
Okay, I think that's his fault.
Okay, but what
it's
I'm saying is
fault.
the women are going to treat him how he percedes himself.
Anybody going to treat you how
but he came to her like, yo, what's up?
But he's still
It's too fucking late.
It's too late.
It was way too late.
They know who he is.
It's way too late. Once Meek Mill was in your entourage in the VIP, it was too late.
I don't know that.
So why fuck with him?
I don't know that.
Why she fucking with him? If her perspective is what you painting right now, why is she even
I'm sure it wasn't like that from the get-go.
No matter who you...
Say that again?
It wasn't like that from the get-go. As her stardom grew, his masculinity recessed.
That happens? I don't...
Absolutely.
I think it should be... I think
that
as your stardom grows, your masculinity should advance.
Yeah.
I don't think that masculinity had anything to do with your
stardom. The broad is the breadwinner, and now we painting this picture... You're going to play that fucking part if you want to wear them Cuban links and ride.
Okay, but who was Nikki Baby? Nikki Baby ain't nobody.
We talking
about currently, yeah.
But he done grew into a real sucker. He done got so used to, he done got conditioned to be a sucker.
Maybe he always was the sucker. That's
so basically, he spent this whole relationship being a side nigga.
Point. Yeah, that's who he is. So when it comes down to cuffing season, cuffing seasons and relationships, when you date somebody or you seeing somebody, you see how that person is. So you can still date that person, but how I treat you is how you give yourself to me. If I know you're a hard-nosed female and you don't take no shit, I ain't gonna give it to you. But if I know I can get away with something, more than likely I'm gonna try to get away with it. You see what I'm saying? So you can always date Safari, but you know you a sucker, so you always gonna take shortcuts on him, and then you gonna check him because you know he ain't gonna do nothing. So women are always gonna date him.
That sounds like a give and take thing for men and women.
I just don't want to accept that he started out this sucker. Like when they was in you understand what I'm saying? When they was in that 4-man group, And then it became obvious she's gonna be our breadwinner. We gonna help with writing and ideas and shit. I think his masculinity started to recess. His opinion became less important.
His testosterone level dropped.
Indeed, he got more or less.
It
You
can
know,
happen.
if you want to wear this Cuban link, you like them bikes?
Yeah.
You understand? You want to keep riding these fucking bikes?
All right, well, shut your ass up.
Indeed.
Write them raps and just let me know when you fucking done.
And it's love. It's love. I mean, what is it, like 13 years? I love you.
Right.
But bitch, you starting to act like you get on my nerves now.
So that's like those. So when you definitely are in cuffing season,
Just like every mother, baby, dad. At one point, y'all loved each other. Y'all didn't start out wanting each other dead and all that goofy shit. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
At one point, y'all made a child.
All the hateful Facebook posts and shit like that.
Yeah.
All the memes.
You know, that I'm guilty of. I've been guilty of. But yeah,
you've son, hateful.
because I can't speak. I'm guilty of lashing out.
Okay, all right. But yeah, but as far as the cover season goes, it just depends on who you dating. Like, if you're a dominant male, more than likely, I don't see the female branching off of you. They love that, and that's why I don't get why women participate.
Not unless she's equally as dominant and she can't handle the same kind of dominance.
Another couple.
Has there been two dominant? Like, I think that the dominant man kind of tames the woman. I think
it depends.
That's what they like.
It depends because you can be a dominant man, but you get a woman that's so hell bent on being independent, she won't let you.
Mary J getting divorced, right?
Yeah.
After all this time.
We was just talking about this.
Now the husband.
Yeah. He was
always the side. Excuse me. He was never the star.
Right. He played his
part. But I never got the feeling of him being this suck ass. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You knew that was the man. He walked in the front.
Yeah.
Right.
Or side by side with his wife.
Not behind her.
Safari's always behind Nikki.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just as another example. But I maybe he was this sucker. I don't know
maybe
what I'm trying to defend this nigga.
Yeah, I think you are, man. Safari is
you want him to be cool, right?
Know.
You don't want to put a nigga in that category. Like I want to see a nigga win. When it comes to niggas like Safari, I don't like extra people, male or woman. I don't like extra people. If I feel like you doing too much, I ain't gonna say shit to you. I'm gonna just slide off into the fucking darkness. I'm gonna just let you do whatever it is you doing, just not attaching myself to it. So
things had to change over time, but who wants a sucker from day one? So that's why the math don't add up.
Yeah,
that's why I'm. But yeah,
well, maybe
tell
him
how you feel, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe
would you? The woman don't want a sucker, right?
But they don't know. But see, you don't know he's a sucker.
The few encounters, you know.
Right.
It's hard to suppress.
But then you say, I can use this to my advantage. Like there's always an advantage in some way.
He write good rhymes.
Yeah, he helps me.
Okay.
Life is peaceful.
I see the point.
You know what I'm saying? Like life is peaceful. Like now, listen, Nikki with Meek now, it's nothing but drama. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you like Safari. You like a guy like Safari because he's peaceful. Goofy but peaceful.
Yeah.
So, you know, like I said, now, I personally think if you're a strong individual as far as male go, it's hard for the woman to leave when March 15th comes, if that's the cutoff date.
But when you enter the situationship, agreement, you know what time it is.
And then when most
niggas, the body language. You see
exactly.
the fucking green coming back on the leaves.
But I just feel but women but it's women though. To me it's women, and women will say it's men. Like men will catch feelings when a woman's trying to leave, but it's definitely
mutual.
The women.
It's definitely 100% mutual, bro.
You think it's mutual?
I think it's mutual, yeah. Because like you said, like the man was saying, you got some sucker ass niggas out there too.
You do.
And then you can have a woman who can
put some sucker female
too. But then you can have a woman who can put the whole. You can have a woman who can put the whole cuffing season contract into agreement. But then when that March 15th date roll around, that nigga ain't trying to leave.
All right, give me 5 rules of what you cannot do during cuffing season that you would do as a regular relationship.
Pull up.
Pull up anytime.
Yeah. I like how you came with that off the bat.
That's
experience. That's experience. They pulled up on my boy.
Did I send for you?
Right. Hey, hold on. What the fuck you doing here?
There's no pulling up.
Yeah, it's no pulling up.
There's no pulling up.
You can't ask me questions like, what are we? You can't ask me no shit like that.
What about no cuddling after sex? No cuddling.
It depends. If that's what y'all like to do, that's what y'all like to do.
But that's expected in that relationship shit.
Right.
So y'all would cuddle?
It depends.
I don't know about cuddling.
See, cuddling
but I ain't getting up out the bed right away. That's
right.
Okay. I ain't hopping up out the bed.
So if she slide over next to me, I ain't gonna really go get the fuck out the way either.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Women are like the cuddling part sometimes more than the sex. I'm telling you, it's the type of energy.
Yeah, that's true.
The type of energy that comes from that cuddling part, man.
But at the same time, are you that much?
I think that's expected.
Are you that much of a savage to where you
got
just
to
get
play
finished
with this
blazing
bitch kids a
something,
little
and you want to
bit.
chill and relax, and she smooth up right to the side of you, and you go, yo, what the fuck you doing? Move. Like, we ain't like that.
Sometimes
I'm
you
just
got to
fucking
do that.
you.
Yeah. Are you that much of a
that's-
savage?
But that's what cuffing season is. There could be nothing more than what we are. We can't be seen. Can we be seen in public?
But behind
No.
closed
Instagram
doors,
pictures?
behind closed doors, you probably got more than just a physical relationship.
Okay, but
Right.
but now
because
y'all,
then you can't
I can't
you
just sleep
can't
in nobody's
you
bed.
can't just be fucking somebody and be around them all the time, but not know who they are. as
I'm
a
glad
person.
y'all
not be
saying.
cool
I'm
with
glad
them.
y'all
Right,
saying
right.
that because y'all making my points. Because now we're building. Now it's not cuffing season.
But
No, you can build to a certain
No.
point. It ain't got to go past a
Indeed.
certain
There's
point.
a roof here.
Yeah, it's a ceiling.
So you gonna really get
It's
to
a
know
low
somebody,
fucking ceiling.
and then come March 15th, say, "Oh, we're done." You've got to know this person for 5 months.
That don't mean I saw you every day of those 5 months. I could have saw you once a week just for what's up.
Which makes it good because you miss. You don't want to see somebody every day.
Right.
You want to
Absolutely
think
not.
about. You want to
Right,
think
I
about
wanna
it
miss
for a
it.
few days.
Normally during cuffing season, from what I've heard, you might have, indeed, you might have, you're not gonna have one cuff or whatever
Right.
you want to call it.
Exactly. It's
I
cuffing
seen a
season, but you're
post
not
where it was
necessarily
like 4
cuffed.
cuffs on somebody. The dude had like 4 cuffs on his jeans. Like, this is how hard I'm cuffing this. But yeah, you might have a starting lineup of cuffs.
Right.
So that you can do your diligent 36 hours here, 48 hours there,
And also,
and it not get to be a too much friction.
this-
Because
is
she
this-
need room to do her cup. Because you're
Right.
not going to be her only cup.
I was about to say that. So
She's-
is this the only contractual
Nah,
obligation
bro.
in cuffing season that you got with this
Absolutely,
one person,
especially
or do
in
you
a
have
small town
multiple?
like Trenton.
Yeah, you
Should
know what
never
I mean?
be no tripping.
Which is why
what
you
time
don't
it
go
is.
out in public.
Because
during
you're going to
cuffing
bump
season.
into a familiar
You don't know
cup.
who the fuck else
This
you
is
gonna run
why
into.
I don't know nothing about cuffing season. I thought it was just one man, one
See, I
woman.
got one of my homeboys was a ladies' man. So this is where I learned everything from him.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
I
So-
actually thought it was just one guy, one woman, no
It-
commitment.
I think it's all
It's always
situational.
like 2 or 3.
It's,
You can't.
it's
'cause
situational
listen,
though.
if you
'Cause
spend
it could
with
be
one-
like that. All right, let's say you
It's got to be 2 or 3.
you bump into a joint, you know what I'm saying?
One ain't
or
a cuff no more. We go
You
together.
just come into that situation to where it's me and you during cuffing season. Now, you can take it as this is just me and her, we just going to ride this out for the winter. Then I can actually turn into something. If you don't have agendas nowhere else. But if you got agendas elsewhere, you got 2 or 3 situations going on at once. You're not looking at this one situation like, all right, this is the one I'm going to roll with
Not at all.
come summer next year. So you go on and let the motherfucking seeds, the fruits of your labor, manifest wherever they manifest, and whichever situation you feel as though is the most beneficial, most likely that's the one you're going to roll with. But if it's just a one-on-one, or even if it's not like that, you can have 3 or 4 situations, but you just want a rotation for the cold because you
Yeah,
ain't out here in the
yeah.
summertime and just coming
Yeah.
across random joints that you can pick up anytime.
Indeed.
It's summer, it's wintertime, it's cold as fuck. I'm going from the house to the car to work or to the mall. You ain't out here just lingering.
I just think
You
you,
know
just
what I'm
need
saying?
one, man. You just need
I
one.
mean, I ain't mad
'Cause-
at that.
I ain't mad at
guess
that
what?
either.
You need to have a
Guess what?
dialogue. That's what you need to have.
To
and
have so many,
understanding.
which means you really ain't got no time for yourself, man. So you're not really building for yourself. Like, just get one. Now, if she starts bullshitting, she can't come through then. But just to have 4 or 5 off top, it's like, all right, you doing too much. That's just my opinion.
I
But
can
you
agree with that.
You gotta
depending on
reach.
where
You
at in
gotta
life.
reach that point though.
Depending on
Yeah.
what stage you are in life.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there was a time in life where, and this wasn't even my thing. Like, it just was like, oh, you supposed to be fucking 4 or 5 bitches. That's just what you're supposed to be doing.
Right,
Get what I'm saying?
right.
I lost my virginity like that because I thought I was supposed to by now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Me personally speaking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But folks was at a certain time you running around, you got time on your hands.
I guess
you don't
I'm
have
speaking.
to be at work. You
I
don't have
guess because I am.
responsibilities.
You're speaking
mature.
at the current point in your life.
Yeah, I guess because I'm mature.
Right now,
I'm
of
looking
course
at
not.
it is
Yeah.
if I
Yeah.
was to do it, I would just need.
I'm looking at my timeline, I'm seeing my timeline.
Right.
Right.
Like you seeing it. It's
You
like
get what I'm
damn.
saying?
Yeah.
Right. I'm
So that's
speaking
where
from
my
it. I'm
dialogue
speaking
is
from it
kinda
from a
coming from.
33-year-old, not a
But yeah.
23-year-old.
I'm speaking of it from an overall perspective because you can be 33 and still at that
still
point in your
see
life you ain't single. You single, so you like fuck it. Why not? I can do what I want. I'm grown as
Murphy
hell. I take
Boomerang.
care of all my shit. I get to do what the fuck I want. I'm not emotionally or emotionally tied or obligated to anybody
Right. But the
outside of myself or my kid.
Too, though.
It
was
get old.
movies and shit for that back when
Exactly.
it was, you know what I'm saying?
It gets
cool
old,
to
but
be
at
a
the same
player and all
time,
that goofy shit.
like everybody wakes up at
Booty
different
call
points in
and
their
all that
life.
shit.
So
Yeah, right.
everybody wakes up at different points.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
can have a 33-year-old man, two 33-year-old men in the same room. One of them like, man, fuck these hoes. Let me get mine. How I'm gonna get it. And the other one like, I've been there, done that.
Well,
man.
forget my age. I'm speaking from a
Absolutely.
mature level, if you can, when it comes
No,
to
I
cuffing
agree.
season.
I
You know
agree.
what I'm saying?
I'm just looking from both
because
sides.
it happens, but
Yeah.
you can't ignore the fact that it happens. Like this shit is
It
real.
definitely happens,
Because
but-
and even on TV,
Quite
yeah, it's
often more than
TV,
not,
but it's
probably.
a perception of reality. So they not pulling this shit out of thin air. Where's this shit coming from? This shit is really happening to people.
I think Fab did a whole mixtape about the bass and shit, and it was probably one of the best. Yeah,
Picking up.
and they loved it. It was a theme song,
Yeah.
and you had
Hey, is it
somebody in
just-
mind when you heard.
Is
the
it
fucking
just
song.
me, or is it like the more rappers and entertainers or whatever go like these bitches ain't shit? It's like the more the women agree with
Propaganda,
it. Like,
man.
Like what the fuck? is
Yeah,
that
if
about?
they say it.
right,
If they say it.
if they say it, then it's like yeah, because they'll be rapping the songs right along with me and my bitches.
Oh, he ain't talking about me, though.
Hey, yeah, right,
Right.
bitch. Bitch, you the
Certain
main
thing-
one.
Slim Thick, they make certain phrases, certain.
And so, did we get the 5 rules, or is it
No,
we
we didn't. I think
well,
we only
don't
got,
pull up. That's
Don't pull
number
up.
one.
Don't ask questions like "What are we?" You know what I'm saying? If we ain't get to
Cuddling is on the fence, right?
Cuddling is we gonna put cuddling
I'm
at honorable
cool. I don't
mention number
wanna use
6.
Okay, well, let's
The
take
term
cuddling out.
cuddling ain't a good term. It just paints something in my head that I'm not
It's playing some lovey-dovey
visualing
shit.
me doing. Right.
But that's why I said don't
But if
do
the
it.
broad, like you said, the broad pull up, I reach over and light a joint, and she roll up, and I'm all right, cool. Other than that, I'm just fucking you, and I'm putting my clothes on. We have to have some type
Yeah.
of relationship to be. I
Right.
have to like you.
Because you got to get to the point where you got to get
Like
you
to
got to
talk
get in the
to, have a
bed.
conversation.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, I get in
you got to
deep.
get to that point.
So
Otherwise,
basically,
it's
we only
just
got
like-
2 rules. We still need 3 more.
We still need 3 more. All right, let me see real
And I'm
quick.
not a great cuffer.
I mean,
But,
well,
definitely
definitely
don't pull up.
no.
you
come
cannot
over
go
pictures.
through my
Public.
phone.
I mean, that's a given.
That's
God,
for
but-
every.
yeah, that's grandfather.
That's for everybody.
Then.
That's-
Like,
But wait, shit like that needs to be said though, because some
No.
people get too comfortable.
no,
Some
that
shit
don't
like-
ever have
people-
to be
nah?
said.
Yeah,
I had an
yeah.
issue with somebody going to my phone a minute ago.
Did you tell
My
him?
homegirl said,
Did you tell him?
"No, of course not. It's
well-
a fucking violation."
But in
But
your
talking
mind,
to
that's an
somebody
automatic
else-
violation.
But I wasn't mad because of who she was.
Uh-huh.
Certain female, you might be dealing with females so long, you give her certain, all right, you overstep that, but you got that. I
Got you.
But my homegirl said, "Who paid the phone bill?" I said, "Bitch, ooh, that's the best. You right."
Right. Yeah,
She
yeah.
said,
there you go.
I paid this phone. So
So this shit is mine.
So I like to rely on that sometimes.
All right, well, cross that off the list because
that's kind of
Damonte
grandfather.
said that
OG
should be
rule. That
goes without
Yeah.
saying.
Don't go to nobody.
You ain't even got to say that. Don't
That
touch
goes without
this
saying.
phone.
Don't go through the phone.
So we
All
still
right.
only got 2.
So we still only got 2. You got more Flo?
No Instagram pics.
No pics.
No,
Period.
no social
yeah,
media. No
absolutely.
social media.
No
The
social
social
media.
media is a
Cuffin
recent-
season.
okay.
Cuffin season
yeah.
rule number 3 is no social media.
That might be number 2.
That might be number 2.
That might be
Well,
number
it's
1.
no specific order.
But your number 1 is
No.
no pull up.
For me, it came off top like don't pull up. But yeah, I'm definitely not doing. You know what I mean? The
All right,
pics.
so let me run it down real quick. So, Cuffin season rule number 1: don't pull up.
Yeah,
Cuffin season rule number 2:
do
what
that.
was it? Don't ask questions like "What are we?"
What are we?
That shit
Come
just
on, I
sets
don't
a
wanna have
that shit just sets an
conversation.
awkward
It's
vibe.
a fucking vibe. Yeah,
it sets an awkward vibe.
it's
Now I'm
like,
looking at you
come
like,
on,
all right, now
man.
you want more than what
Now
I'm willing to
putting my
give.
clothes. Now I'm getting dressed. It's dumb. It's stupid. It's real stupid.
Now we're getting dressed.
It's
And
stupid.
Cuffin season rule number 3 is no social media.
No social media.
No social media. I can roll with all 3 of them.
We need 2 more.
We need 2 more rules. Yo, if you got Cuffin season rules
That's
that
kinda-
you got with your folks or whoever it is that you
handle
cuffed
them
up
3.
with,
We are
write them in the comments.
It's got to be 2 more.
It's
though.
got to be 2 more.
You can adhere to those 3. You good as
Yeah.
doing pretty good right now. This is
If you
on
can
it.
adhere to those 3, you probably gonna
So
have.
basically
you
what
might get moved up. You might get promoted. If
So-
you can
So
adhere
basically,
to
what
those
we're
3
saying
rules.
is we're going to come up with 5, but if you can get these 3 down pat,
You pretty much good to go.
I think we got a good.
Those
Cuffin
might
season
be the holy
relationship.
trinity
It
where
might be.
those are the required
and then on
mandatory
top of that,
minimum.
if you can abide to those rules, you might make it past that March 15th cutoff date.
Yeah.
You just might.
Nah,
But I would like to hear
They'll
from
change.
females on why do they agree to these
that's what I want to know too.
relationships and because cuffing season. I was about to say too. Cuffin season don't stop at March 15th. Now it's
It
summertime, smutting season, I don't whatever you call it. But
They
what do
got
you
some
call
new
it for the
shit?
summer and the spring? Because it don't stop.
It don't
It
stop.
Sex
stop.
don't stop.
Don't stop.
The relationship don't stop. So the front of female, I would like to know, how do y'all agree to it? Is it verbal? Is it a physical thing? Is it a
Is it a
wink
vibe?
thing? How do y'all? Yeah, because you expect us to be the.
I
You
think.
know,
Well, if I had to
you get
go
what
at the
I'm
top of my
saying?
head, I would say it's a vibe.
Yeah,
I would say it's more of a vibe because you can feel when the motherfuckers into it and when they not, just based off how they doing,
But I would
based
like
off what
to
they
hear
was
an
doing
honest
before.
genuine woman's opinion.
you
'cause
walk
they
up-
Yo,
mad
you going? The
about it.
comments gonna get lit up.
They
on
get
SoundCloud, I'm
mad
telling you.
about it.
The comments
When
gonna get
it's-
lit up.
you walk up to her, you say it's cuffing season, it's draft
You
day.
slap on the ass.
You want to be on my team or not?
Hey, listen,
That
you
might
play for
work.
my squad now, all right? So I'm gonna need you at my crib every day, every Saturday, 7:00, with a motherfucking bottle and a blunt in your hand.
7
And
to
we gonna make it
8:15.
Because there's certain rules, and then I just want to know why they get upset about certain things.
Like what? Certain
That
things
you
like
just
what?
shouldn't.
That you shouldn't get upset
It's
about?
another,
But you
possibly another female call. What the fuck do you think is going on? Like, I really want to hear this intelligently explained to me.
I think a lot of that shit, man, honestly, is based off the dialogue that's put forth.
And I believe we need to have better dialogue.
You know what I'm saying?
about a lot of
Because you can
things
have an agenda and
in
you
our
think that you
community.
relayed
We
that
need
over
have
to
this
her perfectly for her to
conversation.
understand. But when it comes time for that shit, all right, so you got this agenda in your mind and you might have touched on it lightly, but you ain't going in depth about it.
You
right?
don't want me to
So-
verbally tell you.
Right, exactly.
Really don't
so
want
I'm
me
trying to
have
tell you without being bluntly harsh about the shit.
that. Absolutely.
So I'm trying to touch on hints to let you know, but you don't really seem to be picking it up. So now when
Right.
we find ourselves at this intersection of the
Yeah,
situation,
we really
you're doing the
should
complete
keep-
opposite of what the fuck I hinted at you to do. So and that's where you hit the wall at.
Like, it's certain things that should come to y'all know what to expect.
I think that's just the difference between men and women in
Now,
general.
can't women just walk up to a man and say,
Likewise
hey,
with men.
it's cuffing
Right.
season. What's up? Right? They can do that.
Well, women,
Women can walk up to a man and go, hey, yo, it's cuffing season. What's going on?
hell
Yeah,
yeah.
why not?
Okay, but men can't, right? You
Of
wouldn't
course
do
not.
that.
It's always
Right,
gonna
right,
be
right,
some
right,
double
right.
standards.
You gotta
Yeah.
know for sure. You
We
gotta
think
know
that
it's a
shit
sure
cute.
thing.
We
And
think
that's
that
why
shit cool. Yeah.
that's why when men do it, it gets lost
It's
into
always
what's
a double
really going
standard.
on.
Kevin
Right.
Gates
Right.
had a good point about that type shit. It's always a double standard.
Right.
Who?
Sexist.
Kevin Gates? What'd he say?
About him smacking a woman for grabbing his crotch.
Oh yeah.
But if a nigga would
but
have
if a
grabbed
nigga
Nicki
would've-
Minaj's crotch, then y'all would have said she's a feminine activist.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Da-da-da, but they
He
said
tried to-
she would have been justified.
He tried to justify that, man.
that was his justification.
Yeah, I mean-
I can dig it though.
You can't hit no woman, man.
Why not?
I mean, if you
He
paint
told
the
her,
picture,
"Stop grabbing my
if
crotch.
you paint the
My
picture
wife
like
and
that,
kids
is
is
to
right
where a
on
woman
stage.
gets her crotch
Security.
grabbed by a man.
Come get her.
If you paint the picture like that to where a woman gets her crotch grabbed by a man and she's justified in hitting him, then why is a man not justified for hitting a woman?
It's always
for
gonna
grabbing
be
his
double
crotch?
standards with sexes. period.
That's the world we live in.
Yeah.
That's the world we live in.
I mean,
Like, at the
I
end of the day,
understand the double standard, but
I'm not
why,
saying she was
why
right.
is it his fault? You know what I'm saying? For reacting to some shit that was done to him.
Okay, didn't Rihanna hit Chris Brown first?
I don't know.
We don't know.
She allegedly smacked him.
We didn't get the footage
but,
though.
but this is
they
my
got this
thing.
on camera.
This is
Yeah.
my thing. Nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody cared.
We can sit up here and
But
say
it's always
it
gonna
ain't
be
right.
double
But
standard
guess
with
what?
sexes.
From what I was told,
Like,
right,
you ain't supposed to
she
be a
wanted,
whore.
She
We
wanted,
supposed to be
she
a whore.
wanted Chris Brown's, or she was going through his phone or something. And you know how women are. Who's this? Pop smacked him, whatever. Light. And he went off. But guess who got it? The man. That's how it works, baby.
Yeah, that's
I
just
mean,
how-
I think, fuck that. If you feel, as a person, if you feel violated by anybody, then, you know what I'm saying, however you choose to take action is how you choose to take action based off that violation. I can call,
Not
I can
beating up,
say,
now, beating up when we don't condone
beating
women,
up,
no.
beating up.
We're
No,
not
I'm
condoning
not
beating
saying
up
you got
a
to beat her
woman.
up, but
Let's be
however,
clear.
yeah, you're still responsible for your actions after that.
Absolutely.
But the initial reaction, the initial action in itself is what caused this situation to begin with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
And we don't win that battle.
no,
Never,
we don't.
never.
We still need 2 more rules for cuffing season.
Yo, in the comments, right? This is what I want you to do. I want you to leave 2 more comments, 2 more rules for cuffing season to top out the 5 rules of cuffing season that we got so far. Let me run them down to you again. We got number 1, bitch, don't pull up.
No pet names. I hate fucking. I don't know if that's gonna be a rule or not. I hate fucking pet names.
What you mean?
with a
Like
passion,
Sugar
bro.
Bear?
Like all that
Shit
goofy
like
shit.
that?
I mean, sometimes it's used too loosely. That's why I hate it being used loosely.
Right.
I don't like hearing. Don't call me daddy ever in life. No
Okay,
woman.
okay.
I have a big deal with that. I ain't gonna get into that.
You could if you
But-
want to, but if not, it's all good.
I mean, it's kind of fucking perverted to me for one, and it's kind of disrespectful to me. Like, if you got a father, we used to, quote unquote, black fathers don't take care of the kids. But if it's a father who's taking care of her daughter, is always taking care of that daughter, and that bitch gets influenced to be called another man daddy, like it's fucking cute, it is very fucking, it's disrespectful to him, his fatherhood. He's
I've had
been there
those
since you
thoughts.
fell out her ass and raised you till you got your diploma and tassel. Bitch, don't ever call no other man daddy.
Yeah,
That's-
man, brothers
that's
high five
fucking-
for that gym right there. Brothers
And I've
high
always
five.
felt like
There
that.
you go.
And it's kind of perverted. It go deeper back into some other
Hey.
shit, but that's where it
some real-
stands
that's
for
some
me. I
real
hate
shit.
it. I think it's fucking
some
perverted
real
and
shit.
disrespectful
I ain't
to
got
real
no-
fathers.
I can dig that
Yeah,
100%.
I
man.
agree. I agree.
Yeah, I can dig that 100%.
But certain other pet names, I went too far. I feel like, damn, my temperature rose. But like, don't bay and boo me if you know.
It's cuffing season. But that's why I don't want to cuddle.
Call
Like,
me my name.
That's all I'm saying.
I think cuffing season. I don't think.
So is cuffing just like limited to coming over to the sex portion?
Yeah.
And get-
I was
Okay.
about to get into
'Cause
that.
maybe I
I
think
think it's
of
all. I
what's
think
your
it's all
definition of it,
situational.
right.
I think it all depends on the two people involved in that agreement.
But I don't think that's cuffing. I think
I
that's
don't-
just you fucking abroad, and that can be done any time of the year.
That could be done at any time of the year. But
That's
some
my
people,
point. They
but-
make cuffing season
Right.
seem as real as not.
Right, exactly.
In the summertime when it
That's
get
why
hot.
I think it
it's-
started with fat women. It was somewhere to go get warm and eat.
In
And
the
that's
summertime when it
Because
get
you know
hot.
they be available pretty
Don't nobody
much,
want
right?
relationships in the summertime, right?
Right.
So you just smashing anybody
in the
anywhere.
dark, it's
Honestly,
cold.
I think summertime
You're
is the
not
best
being
time
seen.
for relationships. Honestly,
You think so?
like me and my girl had a
For
most
real
fun in the summer.
relationships, yeah. These are hidden.
Like hitting shit, yeah.
Cuffing is
real
hidden.
relationships.
Ain't
Summertime
nobody
is
supposed to
the
know we
best
doing
time
this.
to actually be in a relationship because
Right.
it's way
I agree
more
with
shit
that. I agree
that
with
you
that.
can do. You can just go fucking walk in the
Horseback
park with
riding, all
with some
type of
ice
shit.
cream or some shit. You know what I mean? And
Picnic
sit in the park.
basket.
In the wintertime, you man limited to the type of shit that you
And
can
that's
do
why that's
activity
the
wise.
perfect environment to be sneaking.
So
and cuffing.
Exactly.
so
But
cuffing
you wouldn't
season,
cuff.
cuffing season, right? Y'all check the weather. Supposed to be a bad snowstorm. Is it your job,
Oh, I'm
man
trying to
or
find
female?
somebody to snow in.
Absolutely.
Right. Well. Let's say you have.
Absolutely.
Let's say you have a female that's on your team already, cuffing season, and a few inches of snow is about to drop. Everybody stay home. Does she have to come? Oh, kids are away, or she don't have kids, or whatever the case may be. But if she's free, does she have to come and stay the night and all of that snowed in stuff? If she don't come,
I don't know, man, because you got to ask yourself a series of questions. All right, you really got to. Do I really want to be snowed in with this bitch for 2-3 days? Is this worth being annoyed to that point? Because she ain't my girl. Do I really want to go through that right now?
So what's isn't that the benefit of the cuffing season?
It depends on how you feel, man. It depends on how you feel. I might want you here tonight,
Depends on how you
but in the
feel.
morning when
You
that
like
shit
the
cleared up,
company,
I
the
might want
break.
you to leave.
You might just want a little company for a little bit and then drive back home. in the
That's how it
snow.
works, though, right? It's like you be like, "Damn, you call such and such," and then when they get there, dang, why did I?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
if you don't
exactly.
know it first, I'm just saying, it's like, is that like an automatic in cuffing season? Check the weather, and if it's going to be bad, we need to set something up. That's what I'm saying.
Who can you tolerate for 36 to 48 hours? You know
That's
what
the
I'm
that's the
saying?
real fucking
Who
question.
can you tolerate shit
That's
like
the
that?
real fucking question. You know
Who's
what I'm saying?
gonna? You might not be the chef type. Who can you tolerate and who can cook? Who can? Whatever. You know
Who
what I'm
can
saying?
who in
You might be a gamer.
The
Who
person
can play
company
games and
you
watch me
enjoy
play
the
games.
most might not
Right.
be able to cook.
Indeed.
You know
That's
what
a
I'm saying?
fact. It's always a give and take
So
somewhere.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a situational thing, like
So
you
it's
said.
like, damn, if I call her, I'm gonna have a good time, but
She
I'm
might
gonna
fuck
have to
me
cook,
good, but
and
I'm
I don't feel like
starving.
fucking
Right.
cooking. You know what I'm saying? But if I call her, she gonna cook, but she gonna get on my fucking nerves, man.
See,
I don't feel like
right.
dealing with that.
I
shit.
was still going off the thing that you had one. I didn't say you had a
Damn,
whole
I
team.
keep,
Just
see,
saying.
because
See,
realistically,
Hey, look, man,
cuffing
look,
season
NBA
is because they bouncing around too.
right.
They bouncing around. Too.
So, and that's
Trust and
another thing.
believe.
So, with men and women, if I'm sitting here and
they might.
I
like
got
you
this,
fucking,
I got
they
this
might like
agreement
him.
between me and you, but you got this agreement between him, and him.
Right.
Like, bitch, why am I sitting here waiting for you? Or why is she sitting here waiting for him? All
Okay.
right, well, I'm a venture.
So in cuffing season, is this conversation important? Do you need to know who each other is messing with?
I don't think you need to know who they are and like individually, but I just
Individually,
need
you
to
don't
know
need
the
to-
overall agenda.
Okay, you-
like this, what we doing? Like you seeing other niggas? All right, cool.
I think you would need to know. What if?
Yeah,
what if-
you do
what
need
if-
to know.
I'm talking about, you said individually. I think I want to know, because if you messing with a dude that I got beef with or I don't like, or something case may be, or
Yeah.
let's say
Yeah,
I
that's
know
a
he
good
got
point.
let's
That's a good
say I
point.
know he got an STD,
Absolutely,
or
yeah.
let's say I know he messed with these
Yeah, you
women
do
over
wanna
here.
know.
You do want to know?
I
Yeah,
want
that's
to
a
know.
good point.
So
You're
that
right.
conversation is important. I want to know how many men you or you're talking to, and I guess you got to tell them too, right? Like, because they want to know.
I
Because
won't
now
deal
we're
with
talking
a female. I
about
know you used to
protecting
deal
our
with this
bodies.
when I'm like, all right, well, you might be fucked up because I know he fucking retarded.
Right.
So I might not even be able to have a fucking conversation with you.
Oh, word, that's what you're doing? Oh, all right, I'm good.
Yeah,
that's a
you
good
definitely
point.
want to know
That's
if
a
you're
good
gonna
point.
play that
Everything,
game.
yeah.
That's a very good point.
But
Everything can be going.
reason why I keep going back to, you know what I'm saying, I don't mean to take it, but I'm looking at my fucking timeline of what I know people are doing every day of the year.
Right.
The same people in this 7 square mile town or whatever the fuck it is, to each other with the same people.
Yeah.
And mad like how you don't know. It's one high school. You know what's going on.
Right.
Small town business.
It'd be like,
man. They say this is a small
I
bitch
see the
town.
goofy shit and I enjoy the entertainment. So that's why I keep going back there with it.
Especially in this little small town, you better know who dealing with who, man.
You don't see too much promotion of a good that good wholesomeness that you bring it to the table. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man.
Like the TLs
Pandora's
be messy,
box
man.
has just been fucking
TLs
open.
be messy, man.
TLs be super messy. I was just telling I was having a long conversation with mom this morning on the phone. I was just like, we just talk about Facebook bullshit. I'm just like, yo, I'm really making my duty not to talk a lot on Facebook.
Oh man,
I don't like, and whenever I do talk, I keep it light because I'm not really one to give away my thought process of shit that I'm thinking about because I don't understand half the shit that be going on in my head half the time. So to put that shit down on Facebook and to be attacked and bombarded with comments,
Yo, you do that too? I wrote down your thoughts. Like what?
Yeah, I'm like,
I get it, but I think the way I'm writing it might not
right. You know what I'm
register
saying?
with the people.
So I prefer I just decided because I went back and forth with that for a minute. Like, all right, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to say in a sense to where everybody would get it.
Right.
Now I don't give a fuck if you get it or not. I'm just not going to say shit. I'm gonna keep this part of myself for me. Right, so when I get on social media, I keep this shit light and super interactive with the funny shit or the goofy shit or whatever that. But when it comes down to real concrete shit or conscious type shit, right. I just choose. I like fuck.
I be trying to have those conversations though. Like lately with all the bullshit been going on, with all these murders in the last week and shit
It's been really.
Like I like to have certain conversations. I ain't gonna front. Like I told you, I like the taboo topics. I like to have them conversations folks don't really want to have.
I like the conversations that make you think. You know what I'm saying? To put you in a perspective that you might not have.
I consider myself a student of thought.
Yeah,
I'm always reading some shit. I'm always trying to chop it up. I got a few dudes. We always get together and have conversations.
Right.
I like to build.
I like
and
intellectual
I'm a silly
combos.
dude at the same time into goofiness.
It's good to be an overall well-rounded conversationalist. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. So that's it. That's what you want from anybody you have a conversation with. You don't want no one-dimensional conversation. That's what. But now it's the part I get into the dig a hole. Woo! Jesus Christ. Dig a hole and bury yourself. Now, I know. No. My Trenton residents, y'all know what's up, man. It's been a fucked up week for Trenton residents. There's been a lot of shootings and a lot of deaths and things of that nature taking place beyond the city. But beyond that, something even worse than that happened, in my opinion. I mean, I'm not putting one thing over the other, but I think the school is called the Trenton Academy. That school, a teacher is in school conducting class. She notices a 5-year-old kid playing with a rapper. She asks the student to put it away. Student puts it away. You know, kid, short time later, he starts playing with the rapper again. The teacher walks up to the student and tells him, give it to me. What is that? She notices, she takes what she thought was a bag of candy from the kid. It happened to be a bag of heroin. She goes into the kid's bag and finds 29 more bags of heroin in this kid's bag. Now, according to the article that I read, nobody's been charged yet. They don't know who put the stuff in the kid's bag. They didn't release the parents' names or nothing like that. No personal information on the kid. The kid's only 5, so they can't put the kid's name in the paper either. But to whoever the individual was who tried to use this kid's lunchbox or book bag as a stash for your product or your work and incriminating this young kid, yo, you don't know what could have happened. The kid could have ate all the fucking bags, yo. The kid could have swallowed that thinking it was candy. Like, there's so many different things that could have happened. Hell, who knows if you into that life and you got enemies, they could have had the same idea and followed your kid to school and kidnapped your fucking kids on some crazy shit. Who knows? All I know is who's ever responsible for putting those drugs in that kid's bag needs to dig a hole and bury your goddamn self. Cause that's fucked up, man.
Straight.
Crazy.
Let me ask you something.
What's up?
Was your initial, when you read the story, was that your initial thought? Somebody stashed these drugs in this kid's
That was my first thought.
All right.
That was my first thought.
Likewise, same with you?
I forgot what I thought. I just was like, man, that's messed up. Like, but I can't remember my initial thought.
That was my initial thought. Like,
Who
put that in his bag?
I couldn't figure out how or why he would have that.
Right. What else would make sense?
What? Yeah, right.
Because it don't make sense. So
Nah, I got some flack about it. I said the same. I mean, common sense would tell me, all right.
The kid didn't put it in his
Female
fucking
probably
lunchbox.
had a nigga over. He put the shit in there. They ain't wake up in time to get it out. Woke up, kid was in school, work, gone, lunchbox.
Right.
Few people I seen was and heard. I even got a direct. Somebody came to me direct. Was like, man, how you know he ain't fine at walking to school?
Wow.
I just was,
Wow.
I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
It's your people. All right, do what you got to do. All right. It just was unrealistic to me.
So he found
picked
30
up
packs,
30 separate
30
pieces. 5-year-old just walking to kindergarten by himself.
and picked them all up and went to school.
All right. It's a terrible situation because he didn't ingest it. I'm glad.
Right.
But he had like 30 pieces.
He had 30 pieces.
What if she didn't get to him? He handed all the candy out. Come on, let's all
You know
get
what I'm
some
saying?
candy.
Exactly.
Their immune systems couldn't have been built to handle that, but
It's crazy out here, man. So yeah,
Folks
I
gotta
don't.
be
Whatever
more
you
mindful.
want to paint the scenario is, at the end of the day, a kid went to school with 30 packs of heroin in his book bag or lunchbox or wherever the specific location of it was. And either way, it's not a good look. However, it got there. You know what I'm saying? But the theory that makes sense. Cause shit, I think I'm a cop on the low because I watch a lot of ID channel. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be trying to piece together scenarios. The only possible scenario that makes sense is somebody stashed those drugs in that kid's bag.
it take a long time to pick up 30
You know what I'm saying?
for a little kid.
And he was walking to school by himself, and nobody seen him pick up 30 bags. You know,
nobody else seen.
Nobody else seen him. So
But this has happened before.
As many junkies as it is in Trenton, and
It's
nobody.
happened before.
Yeah.
So whatever, shit, man. If I'd have been walking, I probably would have picked up 30 bags. I don't know the game too. Shit.
It's crazy.
But yeah,
Glad that all the kids made out eyes.
Yeah.
yeah,
on the
man, that was the
half
most
note.
important thing.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, man, yo, how you enjoying your experience on the show, Damonte?
oh
man,
man,
How
I enjoyed it. It was great. This
yeah,
was
man,
dope.
appreciate you
This
having
was
me
real
I
on,
appreciate
man.
you coming through, man, because you was posted up when I pulled up, man. That's what I call.
I'm from right around the corner.
Yeah,
but I
but
was
you was
running
just
late. I let
supposed
you know.
Right, yeah, he
Okay.
told
I
me
was
we was
coming
running
right
late.
from Cal
We was running a
Street,
little
yeah.
late too, so it all worked out.
People-
Everybody was running late, so everybody was on time.
People come on the
Indeed.
show, man, and they just be posted up. Sometimes they be waiting on us. I'm like, yo, that's loyalty right there. That's
Yeah,
what I
yeah, I was
love,
excited,
man. People
man.
really want to come on the show.
I'm
They
digging
don't
it.
be like, oh, I don't
That's
see these dudes. I'm out, man. He was chilling there. He was just posted up, relaxing
Yeah, I
until
was
we
chilling.
got there because he was excited to
Smoking
come
a
on
joint. I
the
definitely
show.
was excited, man, because this is something I always been interested in. Because I think Craig,
Yeah,
somehow
Craig finagled the connection.
Yeah, like we build, and I support anything.
Shout out
in
to
town
Craig,
if
man.
I
That's
can.
a
Yeah,
big
shout out
boy.
to my man Sir Craig.
Shout out to Craig.
You know
That's
what
my
I mean?
homie all day.
Shout out to my man Sir Craig. But yeah, people I'm supporting anybody in the town do, man. DJs, the clothing, anything somebody's trying to do, right? Because it's rough.
Yeah.
And you could be
look.
doing a lot of other shit.
Man, look.
You know what I'm saying?
Tell me
So
about it.
I can dig it, man. And I
That's
wish
what's-
we'd act more like a community. I really wish we all did more,
Well, this is a part of the process, you know what I'm saying? This is networking, you know what I'm saying? So the same way that you know people doing what they doing and we know people what we doing, and the best way to connect the two worlds is through word of mouth and just introductions and building relationships with certain individuals to because you can potentially play the middleman for somebody that we want to, you know what I'm saying, holler at next or whatever like that.
Right.
So
'cause I want
that's
y'all
how
to
this
get a
shit work.
female. Shout out my man DJ Big J. Right, that's my guy.
That's a bitch boy.
Right?
Shout out Big
That's my
J.
guy.
He was on
And
episode 10.
That was a great episode.
Appreciate
because it's very few young black men who can speak on being young, married, and divorced,
Right.
and everything that come in between, and a father and everything that come in between.
Right.
That was heavy. But I also would like to hear
A female's
perspective too, because that was a good one, man. That was a great topic,
female
and that
perspective
came
on
out of
divorce.
nowhere. I'm like, who came with that? That was
Yeah.
a good topic.
That's a good idea,
know?
man.
Good idea.
You know, and he
Anyways, out
spoke
there-
great.
Any
He
ladies
spoke
out there
very
want to
well.
get on
Yeah.
another
It
episode?
wasn't no wife ex-wife bash.
Yeah,
It was
right,
a great
right.
it was great dialogue.
It was about him. That's basically what it was. This is what I'm going through. I ain't here to
Right.
bash nobody.
Right.
But yeah, it is a good idea. Like every episode we do, we definitely would like a female to come in and counter what we talked about.
Because I get a lot of flack from ladies sometimes. I remember my homie Keisha, she'll write in the comments, she'll be like, oh God, 3 men talking about a woman, they don't know what they talking about. I was like, all right, well,
talk. I'm interested.
this
I
is-
like that.
this
I
is
want to hear
this is the perspective that we get. You know what I'm saying? We ain't saying we right or we wrong. This is what we've noticed as collectively as
Yeah,
men
basically
over
the
this time.
podcast is basically if we was to talk without these mics, this is what we basically said.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
don't get this has been going on forever. This is how guys talk.
We just got
This
on
is
the
what
mic.
we
barbershop talk, locker
Right,
room
basically.
talk. Yeah.
All right, man.
Basically,
We appreciate having you here, man. It was a dope
Thanks,
episode.
man.
Shout out
Thanks,
to
I
Soul
appreciate it.
coming through.
15.
Episode 15, man.
Episode 15.
Riding with us 15 weeks straight. If you don't know, you know where to find us, man. Episode 15, Podcast Brothers. Yeah. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Fresco, one half for the Podcast Brothers. If you like everything you heard in this episode, you can go to our iTunes page by searching the Podcast Brothers and subscribing to our page and getting all the links sent straight to your phone. You can also get in touch with us on our Twitter page, the Podcast Brothers, and you can also email us at mybromepodcast@gmail.com to talk to us personally and get all the information you need.